met? Would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Just give me a hand and we'll run far from here, away from curfews you have and all those things you hold dear. It would be stupid to throw it away, so let's get out on this boat and stop your crying for days. I wanna see the sea, but amazingly I'm too scared of water, too scared of water. And I hope that one day you'll find me again. We can run to the top of the mountains. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Try hard. No, we don't need to be clear. We need our best, I'll tell dear. We need escape from here. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? around me. Spartans of you are here to remind me. Love me like a ghost, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love me like a ghost, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Just hold on, baby. I'm looking for you lately. It's been a little crazy, but maybe that's okay. Beauty like the sunrise, eyes like the moonlight. Hold my hand, it's alright, yeah. Love me like a ghost. With you I get chills. Ooh, I love the thrill, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. Never let me go. Walking through these walls, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. With you I get chills. Ooh, I love the thrill, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. Walking through these walls. Never let me go. Never let me go. Please don't close your eyes tonight. I need you by my side. Just hold on, baby. I'm looking for you lately. It's been a little crazy, but maybe that's okay. Beauty like the sunrise, eyes like the moonlight. Hold my hand, it's alright, yeah. Love me like a ghost. With you I get chills. Ooh, I love the thrill, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. Never let me go. Walking through these walls, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. With you I get chills. Ooh, I love the thrill, oh yeah. Love me like a ghost. Walking through these walls. Never let me go.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FIFA 20 Arena Clash. My name is George GNT and I'm joined not by Matt, my good friend Sin. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you, and we're going to get into some FIFA action tonight. Got some great matches for you, and it's starting off with a real slobber knocker looking at the top of the Group A.
Indeed we are. It's going to be very good. So we've got the Steelers coming up against our boys, the Pirates. So it's going to be very interesting. We've got Mr. Nelio in there, obviously. We've got my boy, Mr. Chester. It's going to be very good, very, very interesting. But we'll have a look at the tables now. Let's get into it.
Yeah, Pirates, who haven't really had much of a pedigree in the past, have shown up with a 2-0 start, and they really look to be on the up and up, but up against the Steelers, you could say it's their first real threat, and they really have to show that their form has improved enough to take on the defending champions.
Yeah, agreed. The Pirates have been on a bit of a winning streak at the moment. Obviously, the Steelers have too, but now they're coming up against the world champions. Well, not the world champions, the Arena Clash champions.
The Arena Clash world champions. You run it like the World Series, where winning Arena Clash is the world championship.
Exactly. This is the world championship right here. No other series matters. But yeah, the champions are in the Steelers coming up against the Pirates. It's going to be very, very close, but we've got the Harriers and the Lionhearts sitting on 1 point. And then coming into the second group, we've got the Guardians sitting atop with the Claymores. The Claymores actually had a loss there, so the Guardians have a game in hand over the Claymores with equal points. And then we've got the Spartans on 1 point, Invincibles, and the Vikings, unfortunately, still on 0 points.
Guardians look set to take this group at the minute, sitting at 2-0 with that game in hand, like you say. I believe they're going up against the Spartans tonight, and taking that victory would be huge for them in securing really that top spot.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, the Claymores were in the final. They look so clean, so good.
Yeah.
But enough about that. We've got the T-side Steelers and the Pirates coming up in action. Chris Macca, Smogs, Chester, JWG. We know who they are. We know the story. Versus the Pirates. Mr. Nelio, Josh, and Marshall. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to be JWG starting on the bench this time around. It's going to be Smogs starting, Chester and
Macca.
Macca. I believe Macca's in our first game.
Yeah, Macca is in our first game. I've forgotten. It's against Mr. Nelio. So it'll be a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Both very good players. So Macca is a Elite 2 player. Very good, very high-level FIFA player. Presuming we're going to see a lot of good things from him. But Mr. Nelio, he's going to have to pull some shots, and he's going to have to do decent because he's coming up against a pretty good player in Macca.
Yeah, like we said, this is one of the first really big challenges for the Portsmouth Pirates. It's kind of that litmus test where you get to see how much really have they improved.
Yeah.
Is it just the competition in their group, or are they now good enough to challenge the current reigning champions of Arena Clash?
I think, it's going to be hard for them. I think they've got what it takes. They've got a very good team. They've both got very good teams inside of FIFA. So let's see what they can do. We'll be getting into game very, very shortly. But tonight, we've had quite a lot of new things come out on FIFA. So we've had the UCL Road to Final cards come out. Some very nice cards in there. We've got Kante, Mane, Son, Eder Militao. It's looking very good.
I'm still waiting on my Rangers cards for the Europa League, man.
You aren't getting it, mate.
They beat Porto 2-0. Leave me alone.
I'll give you this. If Rangers get all the way to the final, and their player Morales scores like a hat trick or something, then I'll give it to you. But here we go. We've got Chris Macca coming up against Mr. Nelio. Mr. Nelio in the white kit and Chris Macca in the black kit. It'll be an interesting game. See how it starts out. I've seen a lot of big names. Dalglish, Messi, Mbappe. It's looking like a big team. But here comes Mr. Nelio coming forward to Havertz. He's got the ball with Brandt now, but he's been nicked away by Neymar Jr.
Held on to it for quite a while, maybe a bit too long, not really looking for that execution, kind of feeling out the game so far, but the counter-attack is fierce and it does force out a touch.
Does indeed. You got to release that pass in the key moment. You can't hold on to it for too long, especially not in this game when the defenders are so quick at getting forward, getting that extra metre on the attacker. But here comes Benjamin Mendy now with Dalglish. Back to Mendy.
God, you have one icon choice and you go for Kenny Dalglish. Are you kidding me?
Honestly, mate, he's insane on this game. But here comes Lionel Messi!
Oh!
In off the post, into the bottom left-hand corner. And that is a fantastic goal from Lionel Messi in the early knock-ins of the game.
Yeah, really nice start for him. And it started off so well for Chris Macca, who was pushing up aggressively, getting in the face of Mr. Nelio. And
he's actually got a goal from it.
Yeah, he's managed to get a goal from it. And it's really his first opportunity of the game, the first opportunity we've seen this game. Manages to pocket that one as he's instantly stealing it back and see if he can pile on the pressure, give himself that bit of leeway.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you expect that from a caliber of a player like Messi. He took a bit of a knock to the pace this year, but he more than made up for it in the attacking department. And Chris Maka looking strong, pretty much what we expected of him, but Mr. Nelio coming forward now with Douglas Costa. Has he got the pace to get past Mendy? He has. Has he got the strength? He has. Gets it across, and Havertz has buried it. Mr. Nelio has got a fantastic goal with 86 rated Havertz.
Havertz potting that one. It was just a little through ball at the end. He muscled the defender right into the goalie's face. And that cheeky through ball sets him up.
Yeah, it was really nice pass across the box.
It was
really
just a
well
tap in at the end of it, but it was because of that muscle work, because of that that fight that you showed earlier on in the play.
But here you go, actually coming forward again now with Dembele, and he's actually just dribbled past the defender so easily. But, you know, Maka looking a bit nervy here. He got the first goal, but looking a bit nervy. But like you said, it was all about that work by Douglas Costa to make that goal happen. But now Maka coming down the other end with Mbappe. Is he going to look for a crossing? Crossing isn't so great this year. We haven't really seen too many headed goals. The first goal of Arena Clash, we saw a headed goal, which Matt absolutely hated. He basically said we're not going to see any headers this season, but then scores a header first game of the
So it just shuts him down
completely. But here comes Chris Maka with Kenny Dalglish now, the king Kenny. Can he make a gap? Can he find anything? He can.
Finds it. Oh,
wow!
Great little ball through to Mbappe, finishing that one off, and really nice pass and a great move. This has come right back. It's been back and forth, 2-1. Just goals being scored both ways so quickly.
Very impressive stuff coming out so far from both these two players.
Keeping up the pace, yeah. They're not letting this one slow down, not feeling each other out, just running at each other. They don't want to keep any punches. They don't want to hold anything back.
You can't in Arena Clash. You get such a small amount of time. In Weekend League, you get 30 games, but in Arena Clash, you only get 2 or 3 or 4. So you know you need in these ones you need to be careful.
Now it's Mbappe again, and this has been really his approach. It's been that left wing. He's been consistently looking down here, collapsing upwards towards the centre, and it has been Dalglish at the centre of all of this. He has been that real anchor point for that attacking force.
Definitely, 100%. You know, you said that Kenny Dalglish, he's not one of the icons that you expect
I'm a Rangers fan. I just hate him.
I understand. I definitely understand. But this year he's so good. He's got pace, dribbling, he's got everything. And even in his baby card, so with icons, I don't know if you know, but you have baby, middle, prime, and then you have moments. The baby one is the worst, the lowest one. But here we go, Messi! Absolutely beautiful, clinical, into the top right-hand corner of the net. Beautiful stuff.
Cheeky little back and forth all the way through the defence, completely surgically splits them up, and then able to find that nice little shot in the top corner.
Yeah, it was really nice finesse into the top corner. Right amount of power, right amount of placement. But here comes Dembele coming forward for Mr. Nelio. But yeah, so basically he's got the baby card, but I don't even get a chance to talk about this. They don't want me to talk about the cards.
It's going to be just scooped up though.
Non-stop total action completely, but the goalkeeper going for that. So he's going for the quick out wide to the wing, kicking out to the wing, but it's not going to come off there. It's going to go straight out for a throw. Unlucky, but that is one we do see players go for a lot here. And he actually goes for the early shot, tries to keep Areola, catch Areola unawares.
I can never read that name without smirking.
Areola?
Yeah.
Why?
No reason.
No reason. Okay.
No reason at all.
Okay. But Mr. Nelio coming forward now. He's got Douglas Costa. De Jong cuts out so easily, though. I wonder if that's the informed De Jong. He's got a very nice card. Lots of people do opt to use him, but here comes Neymar down.
No one open in the middle, though, and he just has to bottle it, unfortunately. Can't put it in the middle, but scuppered. Dalglish finds a shot after a poor clearance. That's going to go out for a corner. See if he can work this one in. Is instantly tackled, though. We'll see if that can start a counter-attack. They are on the move, but can't get it out of his own half again.
But Mr. Nelio needs to defend well here. He needs to keep his defence tight. Can't let another goal go in. 3 goals would be absolutely devastating. That's a great save there from ter Stegen.
But it is another corner, and he's keeping this pressure up. He's not letting it die down, and just putting into touchlets and recover that stamina and keep up this attack. Keep the pressure up again. He's not letting him be. He's keeping this going.
It's getting very close here. Very close indeed. Neymar went for a cheeky back heel there through to I think that was Mbappe, but not going to find it. Messi looks the ball over the top. No one's going to be home.
Yeah, tries to find that little lobbed through ball and can't quite get it to work, as it's going to be, again, blocked in their own half.
Yeah,
this poaching playstyle is working wonders.
Definitely. Mr. Nelio is kind of like, he's trying to force the passes a bit too quick here. I know the tempo of the game is extremely fast, but going for these fast paced shots is not good. But here comes the free kick. Plays it short.
Oh, God!
Mbappe!
Cheeky!
Very well played. With a he kind of scooped it around the defender from the free kick, and just from there it was all easy pickings, and he buries it. So currently in one of the other games, Smogs is 2-0 down against Josh. Very interesting. So at the moment, it's not looking very good for the Pirates. I will be honest with you. 4-1 down at half time. Mr. Nelio, he had a great start scoring the equaliser, but you know, now it's not looking too great for him. He really needs to bounce back.
Yeah, it's just been that constant pressure applying into the half of Mr. Nelio, where he just couldn't get out, he couldn't clear it, consistently made mistakes in trying to get that out, and these kind of panic passes aren't really working for him. He needs to find a way to slow down the pace, hold it in his own half, and look for an avenue out, because just trying to pump it out is causing it to be turned on him every single time.
Definitely, and although he might be thinking, you know, I need to get out quicker so I can, you know, build a counter-attack, that isn't always going to work
in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. If you pump it forward, you know, it just doesn't look very good if you're losing the ball every time. You need to get out to those wings. You need to hold it up, wait for the midfielders to come forward, and then you can build from there. But
it's
right
exactly
now,
what we're seeing here, though. This is fairly slow pace. They're letting the members catch up, and just again, Chris Macca have it in complete control of this attack. He's not forcing it too hard. He's looking for these avenues. He finds a shot.
Oh, Lionel Messi with
around
an absolute
the keeper.
Beauty.
And I believe that is a hat-trick for Messi on the day. But this is the play. He slowly finds an avenue of attack, and the moment the window opens up, he is smashing through it.
Indeed. So he's dragging the defenders out of the defensive line so well. Finds the pocket, picks the pass. Oh, it's so good from Macca. He's playing an absolute dream match here.
And it was just exactly what we were saying that Mr. Nelio should have been doing more. We're finally seeing it now. But instantly Chris Mack is showing him a masterclass in how to do exactly what he should have been doing the whole time.
Definitely. This is what you expect, though, from an Elite 2 player. He's definitely the calibre of FIFA we are expecting him to play here. But here he comes again. Is he going to go for the man out wide? He is. Mbappe, plenty of
much
space.
space.
Semedo, though, he has got the pace, and he is going to win the ball back for Nelio here. But
again, poor clearance
the rushed pass. I don't know whether Nelio hasn't been playing on the new patch, but the diagonal passes have been nerfed quite a lot recently, where if you're 90 degrees onwards to the man that you want to pass to, it's going to completely take off most of the power.
Yeah, loses about 60% or something of the power, I think it is at that point.
Yeah, so it's just, you can't really do it, and he's trying to force the pass and it's just not working. So, you know, he needs to try and find another way around this. But here he comes, Roberto Carlos, Havertz.
Ooh, almost finding that pass, and he would have been in the space, but now a counter-attack is launched again. But he's slowing the pace down, he's letting his members catch up, not blowing all of his stamina.
It's actually really well played.
It's costing so much stamina from Mr. Nelio at the same time.
Definitely.
Chris Mack is playing this so perfectly.
Dalglish, Mbappe, well cleared. So
really, really well done, though.
The tactics that Macca is, that Mr. Nelio, is playing. He's playing very aggressive when he gets the ball, so I think he's probably got fast build-up maybe. By the looks of things, his defenders and midfielders are rushing forward as soon as he gets the ball, and then when they have to come back, here you see, you know, the midfielders are quite far up, and it's burning so much of their stamina. But Chester in the Mr. Chester game is currently 1-1, I think. Mr. Producer said.
Yeah, Chester and Marshall out 1-1. Man making a run, but can't quite find Mbappe out there on the wing. Is going to be intercepted, but that is still in his own half where he's applying that much pressure. He doesn't really have to push up that far to even just apply that much pressure onto Mr. Nelio. Chris Macca is, even when he's in his own half, he's locking this down fairly effectively. This is very few windows, and you can see how hard he has to force just to try and find an opportunity.
Yeah, he's having to work very, very hard for these opportunities, and they're just not coming up.
Cheeky.
But Smogs is 3-0 down currently.
Not going well for him, unfortunately, but like we're hearing 1-1 on the other end. It seems to be coming out about even so far.
Sorry, was that 3? I think that was 3-0 to Smogs was up.
3-0 to Josh.
3-0 to Josh.
Smogs is down, so...
Ah, okay.
So that would leave this as currently 1-1 in the other series as well. That would take it to one game apiece.
Yeah, one game apiece.
Tie in the middle.
So it is. So it's 3-2 goals to Josh. So it's currently looking like a 1-1 currently, as it stands.
And then a tie in the middle.
But we've still got the aggregate score to go yet. So we've still got a second game.
When you got a game like this at 5-1, it's just a real dominant display here.
It is a very dominant display. It is 5-1, and it's not looking very good for Mr. Neilio. We know he's got what it takes. Look at his team. His team is really nice. He's got the tools, but he can't find the correct passes with these players.
Showing this much strength though, heading into the later games, it's really putting a target on his head. And unfortunately, it's going to be that people are really dreading to go up against him when you see somebody playing with this much strength, this much aggression consistently.
Confidence.
How do you counter this? Yeah,
absolute confidence with some of these passes. Kenny Dalglish was miles forward, miles away. You never expect that pass to connect, but it does.
Much stronger second half, you have to say, from Mr. Neilio, but it's still not been enough.
Here we go. Havertz got the ball, though, in a very dangerous position. Goes to the shot! What a goal from Havertz. He had no right to score from there, but the low-driven shot has gotten past to Staken. Wow, fantastic stuff.
And he's found so many more opportunities in this second half by abusing that sort of bottom avenue, the same avenue we saw Chris Macca trying through in that first half.
Yeah, definitely.
It's working out for him, yeah.
Yeah, it's going a lot better for him. He's got it down to a 3-goal deficit now, so you never know. Maybe he can pull a miracle off, but he's looking good now. He's looking like the momentum's back in his favour. He's getting a lot more of the ball in dangerous positions. He just needs to make sure he doesn't allow this counter-attack to happen. Because like I said, his midfielders are getting forward a lot, and that is a risky tackle. He's given Messi a lot of space, but Semedo comes back, recovers the ball, and now he can look to build an attack of his own.
Still really rushing it, but manages to find the avenues this time as it opens up for Havertz.
Yeah, he's got the ball, but there's not much pace behind it, so he can't really run onto it.
Tries to find Roberto Carlos, but does get intercepted, and now the attack is back the other way yet again. And it seems like this is going to be about it for Mr. Neilio, Chris Macca.
Oh, but here we go, Mbappe. Can he get the 4th goal? Can he get another one back? He cannot.
Yeah, Chris Macca looking like he's going to take this first game 5-2. It's been a very strong performance. Even though the second half has been a bit more shaky, that first half dominance has been what's paid dividends.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing that's earned him this goal lead. He's got 3 goals ahead of Mr. Neilio. So that first
2
half,
minutes added time,
absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff from Macca. Can Mr. Neilio get a goal? He cannot. Looks like it's going to be full time here in this fixture. But here we go. Kenny Dalglish, can he work that last chance? He cannot. But that is going to be full time. 5-2 to Macca. Mr. Neilio, unlucky son. Come back in the second game a little bit better, and maybe we could see him pick up a few more goals. 3-goal deficit. What do we need to see change from Mr. Neilio? We saw him do some really good things in the later stages of the game, but there were a lot of things in the first half that were appalling. So
what we saw a lot better in that second half is he stopped rushing it as much, and especially not just in the defence where we saw him give up so many interceptions, but just by rushing those passes, rushing those clearances that led to so many more opportunities for Chris Macca. Mr. Neilio needed to slow down his offense as well, and we saw at the start when he had some opportunities, he was forcing it a bit too hard. He was forcing the issue rather than looking for the window that we saw Chris Macca doing. So if Mr. Neilio is willing to play more patient, slow down the pace of the attack, and get some more possession control, that's where the advantage is going to come from, because we saw he scored those 2 goals after having pretty much even play around them. It was a very tempo-based game. When Chris Macca started to get a lead, it snowballed out of control because it just made it look like Mr. Neilio was panicking on every clearance. Yeah,
it really did, and we could see it. I'm sure the viewers could see it as well. It was looking a bit panicky for Mr. Neilio, but we are going to have the first game scores coming up soon, hopefully, from around the grounds. But yeah, we know what he needs to change, so let's see if he can do it in the second game. So Josh has got a 3-0 lead up against Smogs. Chester and Marshall currently drawing, which is very surprising. We expect Mr. Chester to win all of his games, because last season I think he only lost 1 leg of aggregate. So it's just crazy, like how different this season has been so far for him. But Macca 5-2.
Yeah, really strong performance from Maka, and it shows that even if Chester's having a bit of an off day, you have other people to pick it up on this team. That's why they did end up winning last season. It wasn't just all the Chester show.
Definitely. You know, last season we had Thomas for the Steelers. He, unfortunately, I think he retired or he moved away, so we couldn't attend the arena. But he absolutely smashed it in the final. I'm pretty sure he won two games, and I'm pretty sure he beat both of the pros on the side of the Claymores. So, you know, it was a big loss for them when they lost Thomas, but they picked up JWG, and he's looked very, very strong for the Steelers. But even Maka now, who I'm pretty sure in the finals, I think he lost all of his games in the finals, but he is smashing it currently.
Yeah,
he is
definitely.
absolutely smashing it.
And this change-up coming into FIFA 20 from FIFA 19 obviously is going to have a bit of a big impact on some of these players, and it can definitely change their form quite a lot.
It's because, you know, it's a completely different game, like completely different. Like,
talk to me about some of the major differences.
Okay, so in the previous game, we saw lots of chip over the top scoop balls. We saw lots of near post corners, lots of chip up shots, chip up crosses. It was all very first time shot, you know, volleys, overhead kick orientated.
Right.
But this FIFA is a little bit more, you know, dribble and passing orientated. So you need to be very good at dribble and pass and defending. And this year there is a lot less AI defending. But here we go. Here's a chance for Messi very early. Great save, but rebound. And that's going to be another goal for Chris Maka with Lionel Messi.
He finds a huge window in the back and so much open space that he's able to scoop up that rebound off of the keeper. And no one's willing to contest him in the meantime.
So the way I would compare FIFA 19 to FIFA 20 is take League of Legends Season 2 to League of Legends Season 10. That's the difference.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was comparing it more to a card game in my head.
Right.
I was thinking like an aggressive deck where you just want to go all out and you make some mistakes, but you want to win and you want to win quickly. And now it's become much more controlling. You are taking a lot more slow pace. You're thinking about like the positioning way more, where you're trying to get people in the right position to facilitate that attack.
Yeah, exactly, definitely, and that is actually spot on, to be honest with you, mate. But Maka coming forward again. Look at the strength. Messi, though, he's got the ball in the penalty area. He needs to get tackling. He does with Roberto Carlos. Oh, but he's given it away, and that is terrible, terrible play to give it away in such a dangerous area.
And again, this pressure in the first half is huge here.
Here we go, Messi. That is a vital save from ter Stegen there.
He needs to clear this out. They need to keep it out of the half for at least a little bit of time and let Mr. Nelio gets some control back of this game, because it's all been Chris Maka so far.
Honestly, he's playing the ball so well. All the little dribble, the little turns he's seeing him do is absolutely beautiful. But the thing is, he can't slow down. He's got this counter-attack. Has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. But he gives it to Brand. Can Brand get the shot away? Roberto Carlos, where's he going to go? It's going to be
on his own out there,
I think that's going to be offside, actually, or a foul. Not too sure which one it was, but either way, it will result in a free kick. I believe that was offside, yeah. It's unfortunate. That was such a good attack. You know, we said slow it down, but obviously he found a man running in behind.
But then that man was on his own. He had nobody to pass to, and Roberto Carlos even offside. But nice shot, forces the save.
I think that's actually he's actually pulled a muscle there. I saw the injury icon come up against Messi's head there, I think. Oh, it's actually a free kick. So PK put a foot in and injured Messi. But here we go. There's going to be the loud free kick. Lionel Messi. He's actually missed the target. Not something you see very often from the king of football.
Yeah, I mean, having this injury is definitely going to harm him though, because this is one of his highest rated members on the field. So just losing that little bit of power.
It's not what you want to see, but PK getting a yellow card. Scream PK picking up a yellow card.
For Team Yowie Wowie.
For Team Yowie Wowie. I'm pretty sure Mr. Nelio's a big fan of the old WWE. And he likes The Fiend. Bray Wyatt. But here we go, coming forward now with Mr.
He's
Nelio.
onside as well, yeah.
Can he get a goal for Team Yowie Wowie? We are not going to see it.
I've set you off now, haven't I?
Yeah. See, Matt did this a few weeks ago, and he said, what on earth's up with that name? And I just rolled with it. I love it. That's going to be a foul, and surely that's going to be a yellow card for Goretzka. It is. You know, we're seeing a lot of yellows from Mr. Nelio here, putting in a lot of rough challenges.
He just wants to get back some control, maybe some frustration coming through for him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's difficult when you're being...
This is still early in the game.
You know, he's being constricted of any possession, and all the passes he's making, his midfielders are so far forward, or they're being marked by Macca's
it seems
attackers.
like everybody's been marked by 2 men in that midfield, so it's really difficult to make it out, and that's why the poaching has been so prevalent.
He's found a little bit of gap of space in the midfield.
Can't quite get the shot off, gets
Very
denied just outside the box, but
It's
again
better.
an interception on a rushed clearance, but it's the other way now. Mr. Nelio is the one in control.
That's
See
the thing.
him slowing it down, and
Yeah,
just as I was about to praise him.
for holding it up, slowing it down, taking a step off. He just passes a bit too soon, but that's definitely one thing that Macca is doing really well. He is reading the passes, you know,
He's
intercepting
putting
the
men
ball.
in such good positions to try and block these, to try and contest it.
Here we go, Costa. This is what Mr. Nelio is really good at. These little pockets of space where he can run at the defenders to do those little dribbles, those little quick turns. He's whipped it in near post. Nobody's going to be there. Actually hits the floor, which is a very rare one for a corner. But here we go. Chris Macca coming forward with Kylian Mbappe. Reportedly getting signed by Liverpool for 200 and I think it was 275 million pounds in the summer transfer window.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Considering how well Liverpool's doing already in the Premier League, that's kind of a...
So the main reason why, apparently, is because Mbappe is one of the ambassador kind of things for Nike, and Liverpool have just gotten rid of their current kit sponsorship, and they've actually signed one with Nike.
Right, so it makes sense if Nike wants to
and he's
incorporate him to the brand properly. That would go perfectly.
Yeah, and he's always said that he's a Liverpool fan from his boy life since he was a child. But here we go, there's a chance, great work, but really, really well defended by Lenglet and Mr. Nelio. He's actually starting to get some really good chances. But again, Chris Macca with some really solid defending.
Now Dalglish pushing forward. Chris Macca still with this 1-0 advantage. Has been a lot slower paced than the last game, but still holding on to a 1-0 lead and still having majority of the possession as well, as it seems so far.
But here we go. He's actually read
defender.
it. He looked for the interception on the pass and it wasn't there. But here comes Douglas Costa. It's on his weak foot and he's completely missed the target. That is actually really unfortunate. He wasn't set for the shot, but he's given it away from the goal kick. He's actually misread this one completely. Dembele now, he's got the ball, he's got space. Can he find the shot? So weak. Really unlucky.
Yeah.
You know, Nelio's actually starting to play
stride.
really well, and, you know, all hats off to him, but he's not finding the target.
But like you say still, Chris Macca, he's doing so well reading these passes throughout, and he's been making so few mistakes until now. He started to finally have some pressure.
It's absolutely beautiful. Neymar Jr. really well blocked, but he's still got the ball in such a dangerous position. You need to man-mark the man now. You can't let him get that inch of space.
Muscle him off, but he is yellow carded. They don't want PK to get sent off this early.
Messi hits the post. So clean, so nice. With a finesse shot, but, you know, it's not even...
another interception.
It's not even the strength, it's just the raw dribbling skill from Macca here. With the L1, the close control. Wow, you know, Macca is looking really, really good. He's defending well. There have been a few questionable moments, but that is FIFA. Half-time, 1-0 to Chris Macca.
Yeah, there were a couple errors there on the defensive side where we saw him make a couple of poor clearances, a couple of poor little throws out from the goalkeeper that got intercepted, or at least nearly intercepted. And that was really where we've seen Chris Macca look weaker, when he's been... had pressure piled on him in the defensive end.
Definitely.
But his attacking has been so consistent.
Definitely. So, Smogs 0, Josh 4, Chester 3, Marshall 1. Absolutely incredible.
So Chester now turning it on, even though Josh is winning against Smogs more consistently. I believe that takes the total to 7-0 across those two games for them now.
High score on one.
Chester having a much better performance this time around at 3-1 could be enough to save this for the Steelers. You
know, Chester's one of the guys that we know is he's a bit of a showboater. You know, if he's a few goals up, he'll look for the kind of the showboaty goals. So maybe he kind of just switched it on in this game, said, you know, it's 1-1. I really need to focus up now. And he's actually found himself in a very good position with a free goal advantage, free goal advantage.
Passing it back and forth through the defence. He's managed to find a window, but it closes very quickly. Costa and Havertz.
you know, the defending is really, really tight from
Yeah,
Maka.
it's so tight.
He knows exactly what he's doing. It's
Hold
so
on
hard
the
to
wing.
break down these defenders, but here we go.
No space, though.
Carlos, yeah.
There's no windows for off passes. There's
So,
no lines.
The strategy Chris Maka, I think, is using is called drop back. So when your opponent gets possession of the ball, your defenders tend to drop into your own box a little bit, or at least drop quite a way back. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like personally.
But he's got so many members ready and waiting, and there's just look at the defensive line there. You get the 4 defenders, the 2 midfielders coming back so close to the defensive line that it just means the windows for passing just aren't there. There's no lines into the back. Anything extra is closed by those effective shortstops.
Exactly, and it helps that I think Maka's wing backs are actually coming back. So Mbappe and Neymar, I'm pretty sure they're coming back into the defence
to
close it back, and it's just so well played. And his centre mids are also dropping into the defence. Looks really well played from Maka. Definitely got his tactics down to a T.
Yeah, and it's that line of 6 that's doing so much for him. Is going to get some control out on the wing, and the first real time we've seen him have any extended possession in this half so far.
Let's see what he can do with it then. He's got the ball with Dalglish. Can he find the man?
He is surrounded.
Mr. Nelio is watching,
Finds a
but he ain't watching the wingers. And the ball comes in. It's well cleared away, but Maka retains again. Looks for an audacious pass.
Bit
Doesn't
hopeful.
connect. Yeah, a little bit hopeful.
Yeah, it gets closed off, and the counter-attack is on, but very quickly scuppered.
Well defended. Really, really well defended there by Mendy to keep Dembele out. But here we go, Dalglish, the king. King Kenny. Can he find what he needs to get the ball in the box here? You know, he's doing a lot of drag backs, a lot of scoop turns. It's looking good for him. Kante now with Mbappe.
Oh, nice
can
move.
he find the ball back?
Just gets the wall shoved in his face. As these defensive windows, it's just not open for long.
The ball's getting cut out so often from Nelio. You know, he holds onto the ball too long, he gets tracked down. I think Mr. Nelio probably knows he's been outclassed in this one completely. Maka is playing really, really well. But here comes Dalglish from Maka. Can he find the ball in the box? He cannot. Well cleared by Gerard Piqué.
You see him go for the fake cross there, and what's even the point? We know nobody's going to go for any crosses in a minute.
Yeah.
But long ball down on his own, nobody
there.
nearby.
So he stops. That's the problem. He runs onto the ball and he stops. That cuts out all the momentum in the ball. The defender's already there. You try to turn, the defender's just going to take it away from you. You need to just keep, in my opinion, he just needs to keep running with the ball.
There's nobody there to pass to. He can't make the run very easily. It's so many members he has to run through just to get a shot off on net. He tries to slow it down to let anybody else catch up, have some opportunities to pass.
Definitely.
It's just causing the defense to collapse on him too quickly.
That's definitely a tactics problem. So he needs to either put, his cams to come forward instead of, go back in defence. I don't know, something like that. He needs to change something. And I know it's probably a little too late for this game, but, for the next one, I think he needs to change some tactics up, something like that. Or maybe it's just been an off day for him. Who knows?
Honestly, yeah, I think that's been one of the big issues. He's been playing up the wing, but the's no cam there really to
There's
pass
just
to.
no one there. It's just Dembele up front by himself.
Exactly.
He's an 84 rate player. He's not a superstar. He's very average. He's got good pace. He's got good dribbling, but he is very average.
Nice ball though through Mr. Nelio.
Dembele.
Has to make a move, but again, these
Scoop
defenders
turn.
shutting the door in his face.
Yeah, well defended.
No entry signs everywhere in between these between these defenders.
Indeed, he cannot find entry at all into the box, but Maka can. Dalglish with a header. You don't see him score those very often. And it's going to be a great save, pushed away by the keeper. And now, Mr. Nelio, can he get himself a goal to, liven his spirits a bit, pick himself up? He cannot.
Ripped right through him, but tries to find, again, a hopeful pass. But at 81 minutes, the pressure isn't on Chris Maka. It's on Mr. Nelio. He has to make something happen during these dying moments. Otherwise, this will be a very quick 2-game win.
Here we go. Is he going to move up now? He is with Costa. Looks for the through ball. He finds it with Dembele. Mendy comes across, cuts the ball out. Well played. Well defended. Maka is just defending so well. Nelio, there isn't really much he can do, but here comes Mbappe. Is he going to look for the shot? Goalkeeper movement. So, goalkeeper movement in this game is it's been toned down a lot from last year. but still, he moved the goalkeeper across the box a little bit. The space open near post, he saw it, just went for the power shot. So here you see, goalkeeper moved off his line a bit, and that completely, showed signs near post, takes the shot, full power.
Yeah, just gives him the opportunity to slip the ball around him, and now with just 4 minutes left in the game, excluding stoppage time, he has to go for these kind of desperate moves to Mr. Nelio. He has to find a way behind this defensive line to steal one away, to even have a shot at taking this. And this has to be the start of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's 7-2 down overall now, so it's 5-goal deficit. I think that one's for done, now. For now, Mr. Nelio just needs to kind of try and figure out.
Even just to have the bragging rights of being able to tie a game would be enough here. But
yeah, I mean, you got like 3 or 4 minutes left.
Yeah,
bit difficult. He just needs to focus on the next game now. Figure out what he did wrong. Or obviously, if he's listening into the broadcast, who knows? He needs to figure out what he's done wrong and what he needs to change for going into the next game.
Just another 2 minutes left.
Oh, but here you go. He's actually got quite a few men forward here. Is he going to find the men? Again, he's passed it into a bit of a dead zone. He can't find anybody, but Dembele's worked it. He kind of... but he's won it back again. 2 minutes left. Is the referee going to blow his whistle? He's not. He's going to let the play go, keep going. Dembele now gives it to Osherman. Oh, that's a pen. That is a pen. So he went for the strike on the ball. The player was obviously impeding him, and that's going to be a penalty. Langlet not going to see a card, just slap on the wrist.
Pretty much the final kick of the game. It's going to be this penalty.
Are we going to see a goal here? Penalty's very, very hard to score this year, so we'll see if he can do it. Osherman buries it. So it's not going to mean anything in terms of the result, but in terms of,
at least mental. Your mental game. This is the reset that you need. It's like, okay, I got one. I kept the pressure on enough. I forced a penalty.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in both of these second halves from Mr. Nelio, he looked very much a better player. He played much more controlled. He was able to get some pressure on, but his attacks, again, time and time again, a little bit too rushed. Just tries to force it into a window that isn't really there and runs face first into a wall of defenders. And those 6 defenders coming back so quickly, that was the tactics issue, where it seems 6 backs so quickly from Chris Maka, and Mr. Nelio just had Dembele there on his own.
Exactly, and the problem with that is Maka was just playing such a defensive play style, but when he was being defensive, he still had his midfielders to come forward with him.
Yeah, but the thing is, it transitioned so well into when he was attacking, because when he was able to put that up, the centre midfielders came forward and were consistently looking to shut down those passing avenues, found tons of interceptions, and that was really where the control came when he was looking to play that more attacking style. Definitely,
I agree, 100%. So, it was a fantastic performance from Chris Maka, one of the top players in Arena Clash, taking that one 7-3 overall. We're just waiting for the final scores from around the grounds, and then we will show you the results, and then shortly get into the second set of fixtures. But, it was fantastic work from Chris Maka, the way he defended, the way he attacked. Everything was clean from him, everything. Even the dribbling. Maybe there are a few missed chances with some of the passes, but he played so well, so cleanly. But yeah, Mr. Nelio has a lot to clean up for the next game.
And so we're gonna get to those scores pretty quickly, but the real dominance there was on the attacking end for me.
Yeah.
When he was playing defensively, he was very good at shutting out outside of his box. Once things got into his box, once the goalkeeper was actually pressured, it got a bit dicey for him.
So, I'll let you finish off that in a second. The scores are coming in. So, it is currently 2-1 to the T-side Steelers taking these 2 points. Chester, no changes on the scores there. That's 3-1. Josh winning 4-0 and Maka winning 7-3 overall.
And Josh having a great performance as he's managed to turn this on and take down Smogs, and he's going to be going up against Chris Maka next. So a lot of pressure on him to show up and shut down Chris Maka, who, as we said, was performing so well in the last game.
Indeed, but we will have the second game coming up very shortly. It's going to be a good one. I'm very interested to see how this one goes. It will be Smogs versus Marshall in the next one. So we saw Marshall do pretty well in the first game against Chester. He kept him to 1-1 in the first game. And then the second game, he lost and it didn't look as good.
Yeah, just a very close series overall with Chester. And like you say, that second game falling 2-0 did end up costing him. But now going up against Smogs, who just lost 4-0 to Josh, this is an opportunity for him to turn his fortunes around.
Retribution. Yes. He needs to, he needs to come back and prove himself. Be like, I deserve to be in this team. I shouldn't be one of the subs. I need to, show my worth in this one. So we'll see how he can do coming into this next matchup. But one thing I would like to talk about is the icon. So I'm pretty sure you're allowed 2 icons maximum in the teams. And we only saw, I think it was Roberto Carlos for Nino.
Yeah, I believe so. And then it was, as you said, Dalglish on the other side.
On the other side for Chris Macca. He is, I'm pretty sure he supports Liverpool, so that doesn't surprise me at all. But yeah, so Roberto Carlos. I can't wrap my head around Roberto Carlos as your first icon. When you think about star player, you think your strikers. You think your centre attacker mids, the ones that will help create that extra leg of room. I don't know whether he got it from buying it straight up or whether he got it from icon swaps. So icon swaps is a concept where you do specific objectives, you get icon swap cards, and then you place them into an icon swap SBC, and you receive an icon or an icon pack. But he could have got somebody like Crespo out of that, fantastic striker, great pace, great dribbling. But instead he's gone for Roberto Carlos, a defender, and he didn't even defend that well anyway. Just confuses me a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely was a bit of a confusing one because he didn't really make use of him at all. We saw Kenny Dalglish have a massive impact.
Oh, definitely.
Like we said, the anchor point of that attacking force
was Dalglish.
Yeah, and it's just he was the man that was making the moves. He was the man that was forcing the pressure and finding those windows. So being able to utilize that card to great effectiveness, it shows the importance of understanding where you're drafting with these
100%.
picks. Yeah,
definitely. But we'll see who the players have as their icons in the next game, which will again be coming up very, very shortly. But it's been a fantastic first few weeks. Well, not first few weeks. We're 4 weeks in now.
I believe we're in
of
the
Arena Clash.
Yeah, well, like in a lot of the tournaments, I know we're like in the penultimate week, and they're going to be entering playoffs fairly shortly.
We will be. We've got 1 week left of groups after this week, and then we'll be getting into the knockout stages where it gets it gets so much more, thrilling and climatic for the players because you lose one set of fixtures and you're out.
Yeah, that's it becomes so much tighter, and you need to have really found a lot more form by then. You need to have found a consistent level of play, and that's why you see a lot of these teams have their 4 players, because if one player is playing particularly better on the day, you give them that opportunity, and like that. So we see Smogs and JW on this team, and Smogs is being given the chance tonight. JW was getting the chance last week. That's what we're talking about. Just having that extra player can mean so much, and we see in this group, it's a team with 4 players against a team with 3. It can make a difference.
It can, massively. And I know at the T-side, Steelers, they do invoke it into a very team-orientated esport. They do like to rotate and make sure everyone plays. They like to get everyone involved. And that is what you like to see. Definitely from a FIFA standpoint, where usually it's just 1v1s. In our tournament, it's 3v3s. In Arena Clash, so it is nice to see that everybody's getting a chance to show their worth, show they're decent. But hopefully,
that much more of a team game. Yeah, it's Arena Clash isn't just an individual sport.
Exactly.
The fact that you see it with the Mortal Kombat as well, it's
definitely
that team-based.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very much more team-orientated. But the games will be coming up in a second, and here they are. So we'll be getting into the game. It's going to be Smogs versus Marshall. Marshall will be in the black and red kit. I think that's black and red. It's black and pink, maybe. And Smogs is going to be in the white kit.
It still just makes me smirk when I see like Ronaldo and Messi with a Middlesbrough logo.
Yeah, interesting. I don't think that one would ever happen. Well, you never know, actually, to be fair.
275 million in the summer.
True. Who knows?
Middlesbrough's making moves, guys.
Indeed. You never know, man. You never know. Who knows? Maybe we'll see like Zlatan go to Fulham or something like that in the transfer window. But it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. I'm pretty sure that's flashback Walcott to Corey. We're seeing a bit more of... Oh, wait. Sorry, spoke too soon. Mbappe and Neymar. I was about to say this is a bit of a starter team. It's definitely not. Interesting. But Messi, Ronaldo, Eder Militao. Don't know which card that is. That might be his one to watch. I'm not too sure. But he go Ronaldo. Marshall cuts it out. Guardiola. So there we go. There's the first icon that I've seen the name of. It's going to be Guardiola. So he's the cheapest player swap, icon swap card to get. I'm pretty sure you need to trade in like 10, 12, something like that. But here comes Walcott. Whips it in. Looking for the cross.
Flashes of real life Walcott as he just misses it wildly.
Wow. Absolute savagery.
Well, what are you a fan of?
Huh?
Who do you support?
Liverpool.
Ah, you're a Liverpool man.
Yeah,
I guess that's why you've been hearing a lot about Mbappe.
Yeah, he plays for Everton though, so I'm just like you're just a savage. But here we go. Let's see what Marshall can do. We see him play fairly well against Jester. Let's see if he can do something here against Smogs. Here comes Neymar. Stops inside the box, looks for the turn. Defender's going to cut it out cleanly.
It's really not been that many opportunities so far. They've been kind of hinging on the edge of the box, but always shut down right about there. This is the first time I've really seen one get through and is fired off of the goalkeeper.
Great
save.
Save,
yeah.
Areola. And again, Areola. So, a near post header. Wow, we have not seen one of them yet. It is going to be Kylian Mbappe.
On the front post, is able to flick it in over the top of the keeper. Into the top of the net, and that is going to be Kylian Mbappe, as you say.
I think that's the first time I've seen a near post header this year. So they were very, very, very OP last year, and this year they've completely taken it out. But, you know, Mbappe proven that he's got the jump and power, and he scores that one there. Fantastic stuff from Marshall. You know, first proper opportunity of the game.
Yeah, first proper opportunity came on that shot just beforehand, and he's able to capitalize. Even if the shot doesn't go in, just getting a corner immediately afterwards is able to capitalize on the advantage he gained.
Very well played. Very well played indeed. But here we go. Can Smogs make a counter-attack? He needs to, he needs to find something here. He cannot be down for too long. That equaliser will prove a great morale boost, I'm sure, if he can get it.
And now Marshall's moving forward after finding that first goal, just keeping the pace slow. They've not suddenly accelerated it. It's not just Smogs running at everything. He's still playing this one patient. And he's got that 6 members back like we talked about last game, but he's just being passed around, and they find a window in between. Looking out the wing maybe for Walcott. No, not able to find it.
It's a very common one to have. You know, you've got your 4 at the back, your 2 centre defensive mids just slotting in behind, just in front of your centre backs and your defensive line. But here's a chance. It's just going to go wide. Areola not forced to make the save. Neymar needs to do better there. But
having these more adaptable players who are able to just move around the pitch so fluidly between that attack and defensive option is definitely proving to be one of the strongest setups. As Ronaldo finds an opportunity through, has to slow it down, looking out to the right wing perhaps.
Yeah, wait for the men to come forward. Smogs, he had a man out wide, could have probably played that pass, but Messi, he looks for the La Croqueta, I think that was, not going to come off. But here comes Marshall. But yeah, like having the CDMs in front of your back 4 is so nice, because they can just slip in between defenders, and suddenly you've got like 6 men back in the defensive line. It's so tight and so difficult for you to play anything around them, and they press so high, so hard. It's just so difficult to get a pass in between them.
And so now it's just been Marshall pushing forward here. He's playing outside of his own half and not really able to be stopped by Smogs consistently. He's having to wait for Marshall to go for one of these aggressive plays to then shut it down at the end of it, and looking for the breakaway on the other end. But he's not rushing in with the defense. He's not opening up windows. He's just waiting for that attack and then closing it down on response.
35 minutes through, 36 now, and we are currently 1-0 up for Marshall. It's looking good for him. It's been, most of the chances have been tailored for his team, but Smogs, he's had one chance going through. But here we go. Here's another one for Marshall. He's got the ball with Mbappe now. Can he find Neymar? He's up with him. Oh, that was so close to getting Neymar Jr. in there, but he could have slipped Neymar. There was a split second where he could have slipped Neymar through. He's running through. No defender was tracking him.
If he really wanted to slow it down, just pass it out to Walcott on the side. He's still in the box and then look for a window there, but instead just ends up running directly into a defender.
But here we go. Here's a chance. Ronaldo! And as soon as Smogs gets an opportunity, Ronaldo, he absolutely buries it. 93 shoot and 90 rated Cristiano Ronaldo. Exactly what you expect from your star man.
And this is what the issue has been. Marshall is not capitalizing on enough of these advantages that he's getting from playing an attack. And these breakaways are punishing him. And if you let too many of these breakaways happen, that happens right there.
It does.
Ronaldo is gonna punish you. So you need to be pushing this offense further. You need to be at least looking for these windows, because right now he's just pushing right in and walking directly into a defender's face over and over again.
That's going to be an advantage for Mbappe. It's going to be played on, but here's a chance. Oh! Very, very well-timed defending there from Smogs. Definitely a nervy moment. But Jack, you know, he's looking very, very dangerous. He's had Mbappe out wide coming forward. He's had Neymar Jr. on the edge of the box looking so dangerous. Oh, no.
Oh,
goalkeeper. Oh, this is the problem. So, basically, EA changed the camera angle. Oh, he's dabbing. No! Stop!
Are you going to pretend that you didn't dab at me 6 times while we were playing TFT earlier?
It's because I was destroying you, dude. I had to dab. But either way, the goalkeeper's made a grave
Yeah,
mistake.
the camera
angles
angle
have
was
been
different.
changed.
Yeah.
And a lot of players are getting caught off. They're just smashing A to try and get it to go as fast as it can.
And in the dying moments of the first half, Marshall's rewarded for all this pressure he's kept on. And Smogs, he's making these counter-attacks work for him, but he can't just let Marshall into his own box time and time again. He has to at least try and make these interceptions.
Yeah.
Because right now, he's not forcing a pass. He's just letting him dribble it all the way into that penalty box.
Yeah, it's been a really rough first half for Smogs. You know, it was looking good for him though at 1-1, but then that last kick of the game, if he could have avoided that, it would have been really good. It would have been like, I'd have been very surprised at how he's been doing so far. But you know, he's had a few chances. I'm sure he'll have a few more as well. So let's see if he can take him in the second half. It's currently 3-2 to Chester against Mr. Nelio. Mr. Nelio actually bagging himself some goals against
keeping it tight, yeah.
Against the previous season's MVP. Interesting.
Now an attack here from Marshall is scuppered again, but keeping this pressure up, and he's keeping these members forward. They found a way through, open in the middle.
Let's see, Dembele's got the ball now, heel to heel. It's absolutely beautiful. Goes to the cut inside, fakes it.
He's waited too long.
He's waiting to see a man open up inside the middle. The ball's in. If you play a ball in now, it's a waste of a ball. Like crosses into the box at the moment. Honestly, there's just no point in playing them. You very rarely see players take those. And how has he kept that on? How has he kept that on?
Still manages to keep it in play.
Interesting.
Pushes it forward, but is instantly again is Smogs finding an interception, but it's just been really hit and hope for Oars. This hit and hope style isn't really working for either of them.
No, it isn't, and that pass there was a bit lucky not to have anything happen down the other end. But Jack's playing really well. You know, he's playing one man forward to try and disrupt the defence, and he's playing it round in his midfield. He's just looking for the player to make the run in behind, and here we go. Again, that last pass there, you know, you're running onto the ball, so much pace on the ball, you've just got to run forward. You've just got to knock it through, keep running. Hopefully you can get a foul. Who knows? But either way, that isn't what you want to do. Force up, play the ball through. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But then when you try and play the ball through again to a player that isn't on, you know, it's just a bit of a waste. And a little bit of showboating coming on from Marshall, looking for that pot of gold, that rainbow flick. It's not going to come off.
And not quite able to keep this pressure on, and gets intercepted again, quite cut out, but he finds a way through, maybe going to find a way into the box, but no, he's going to turn around, slow it down, let these members come forward, look for another opportunity. The back heel pass is going to be cut out. The attack is still on. All these members forward, all 6 of them pushing in, but tries to find a shot again, just off of the defensive wall.
Beautiful stuff though, heel to heel, you know, faking, doing a few dummies. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful stuff from Marshall on this this Neymar Jr. 5-star skills. It's looking absolutely beautiful. Decore now absolutely hoofs the ball forward, and it actually reaches its maybe not its intended target, but it's reached somebody nonetheless. That is exactly what you want to see. He's got the ball with Mbappe now, looks to turn back, looks for Messi, and he's lost the ball. El Militao rushes forward. That's going to be a foul. Yeah, just put a foot in when you didn't need to.
Smogs hasn't really had any opportunities in the second half so far. It's all just been Marshall trying to set up these attacks and then intercepting quickly on the defensive end as Smogs keeps trying to make these breakaways work, but consistently cut out around this around the middle of the field.
Yeah, consistently is the thing. He's making the same mistake over and over again. And at what point are we going to see him say, you know what, that isn't working, I need to try something else? But again, going for it again doesn't come off. What are you going to do? Are you going to try and change it up, or are you just going to keep looking for it and hope that eventually 1 in 100 it will come off? Dembele, though, out on one of the wings. Gives the ball to Neymar, back to Guardiola. Up to the Corre. Looks for Mbappe, it's cut out by Guardiola.
They
Nice
did well
work.
to drag those members out from the defensive end, but not able to get enough.
Chester 4, Neilio 4. Go on, Neilio, mate. We love to see it. Maka 4, Josh 0. Unfortunately, in the other game. But
Mr.
4-4,
Neilio is
Mr.
the interesting
Neilio
one. Okay.
must have taken the criticism from the previous game and said, "Ooh, I think I need to change tactics."
But that's also the thing is Chester seems to be having a bit of an off day so far.
Yeah.
Was able to turn it on during that second game last time. There's no reason he can't do the same here. However, at 4-4, that game is a lot more of a goal-scoring affair than he had last time.
I tell you what, if Neil could take a point away from Chester, that would be funny. That would be very funny. But here we go, Jack Marshall has got the ball. It's going to be a free kick to. Okay, it's going to be a free kick to Smogs. Don't really know how. Not really too sure.
Not really
but
sure at all.
It's going to be a free kick.
Referee maybe doesn't have eyes.
Needs to go to Specsavers. Other eye services
Had his
are
eyes
available.
removed by crows.
Yep, literally, he just doesn't have any eyes. But here we go, Marshall coming forward, twisting across the box. That is going to be Mr. Walcott. Mr. Theo Walcott
finds his way through in such a quick move and unheard of. Theo Walcott scores a goal.
So this card is actually it's terrible. It's so bad. I think he's got 2-star weak foot, which is unusable in most conditions, and I think it cost around 180k.
Oh, God.
And it was in the first few weeks when the game came out, so that was a lot of money. So very few amount of people have actually opened.
But he does have that 96 pace, and that's enabled him to get in behind the defenders there.
Definitely. Sometimes it's not all about the shooting.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
it's
don't really
just
need
about the
shooting
pace.
stats, but it was a tap-in.
True. Oh, what a banger! I think that's Neymar Jr. Wow! Took it full on the bounce, smashed it into the back of the net. Caught us by surprise. We were both looking at each other. What a fantastic goal from Neymar.
And Smogs doesn't let this one go quietly. He's pushing forward, but now defense is on.
Dembele.
Instantly back again.
Oh, dear.
Just as it seemed like Smogs maybe has a chance to turn it, maybe has a chance to at least tie up this first game. No.
You know,
he's shut down.
He gets that well-worked finish on that volley.
I believe that's the SK Gaming jersey.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it is. I've literally just noticed. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all the esports jerseys are in the game at the
That's
moment. So
great.
you got like Vitality, stuff like that. You can earn them by watching the EA Sports official streams sometimes. I don't know when it's on.
I know Vitality's like smashing it in multiple games. They're like the world champions in Rocket League as well.
Yeah, well, Fnatic have just picked up the best FIFA player. Like his name's Tex. Well, he's debatably the best FIFA player. So yeah, they've just picked him up, which is absolutely huge.
Where was he before?
Don't know. I saw it on Twitter the other day.
Walcott, this pace again on through the defense, but no one is there. Looking for a window, can't quite find anything. Maybe had an opportunity there, but forces a corner at least.
And that is going to be full time though, and that's going to be 3-2. Very interesting. You know, Marshall played really, really well, but Smogs, you know, he didn't have many chances, but he took them.
Yeah, he had very few chances once he actually got into the box, but when he did get those shots off, he made them count.
Exactly.
It's just very few shots attempted. He got closed down on so quickly because, again, it seems to always be the case. Just trying to push it that little bit too far.
Yeah. So on the edge of the box, when he's got the ball, you know, he's looking to hold it up with the players. But, you know, he's wasting too much time on the ball. The defenders are tracking him down. They're getting straight to him. He's kind of twisting and turning, trying to keep the ball for as long as possible. just give it back to one of your midfielders. You know, cut back, give it to a midfielder, and then look to build from there. I don't know exactly what he's looking for, whether he's looking for an easy pass into the 6-yard box, but you know, I'm not really too sure what he's looking for.
Passing it back to the midfielders, like you say, that's exactly what we saw Marshall doing so effectively, and just slowing down the pace, being able to pass it back, reset, look for another opportunity, and try and when it looks like it's getting a bit too tight and it looks like he's being closed down on, he'll pump it back to those midfielders and then get ready to push on again.
Definitely. Let's have a look at the halftime scores, see where we're standing in at the halftime whistle. And Maka actually 4-0, Smogs 4-2 down, and Chester, he actually pulled it back from 4-4. It's now 6-4 against Mr. Nelio. But, you know, conceding 4 goals is, you know, what we said. He was the best player last season. It's very interesting.
It's showing, it's showing issues on that defensive end, and it means that Marshall still has the ability. Oh, sorry, Josh rather still has the ability to try and shut him down.
Yeah,
and be able to like push through that and be able to at least turn it on when it matters, to be able to find goals for himself. Even if Chester's scoring 6-4's not that big a difference between the two players. It means they're both making mistakes, and it's whoever's capitalizing on those mistakes better is the one that's taking it.
So maybe you don't need to focus on your attacking more. You know, your attack's going well, you're scoring lots of goals. Maybe just look to tighten the defence.
It reminds me of Manchester United a couple of seasons ago, where it's like, let's spend another 100 million on a forward. What's our defence look like? Chris Smalling? Anybody else? Not really.
Yeah, Phil Jones. Don't forget about Phil Jones.
Don't forget Phil Jones.
Funnily enough, though, Smalling's actually left. Smalling left Man United this season for Roma. So
it's a long way off since the days of Evra and Vidic at the back. That was rock solid.
Don't worry, they spent 100 million on Harry Maguire. Don't worry, boys. We've got Harry coming in. We've got big old slabhead coming in. Do not worry. But we have got the second half of the game coming up very, very shortly. So it'll be interesting. The players get into the lobby. They've put their squad fitnesses on, put the contracts on if they need to. So yeah, we'll be getting in shortly.
What's probably your favourite transfer move this year, though?
My favourite transfer?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not too sure. Liverpool didn't make too many because, you know, I think they're kind of well-rounded. I think... I'll tell you what, I'll ask you yours and then come back to mine because I'm kind of gone blank.
My favourite one's Man City transferring their skill over to Liverpool in the off-season.
Sorry? Excuse me?
Man City's not really had a good season, as good a season as Liverpool so far.
Oh, well, lads, I'll catch you next week. Right, so basically, what you're saying is, you are laying into a Liverpool fan, but you support Rangers.
Hey, I'm not laying into a Liverpool fan. I think you heard me the wrong way around. Man City transferring their skill to Liverpool.
Ah, right, okay, so you're saying that Liverpool are now really, really good.
Yes, I'm saying that Man City was good and Liverpool is now. You can calm down, mate.
But Guardiola, sit down. I am sitting down already. But we are back into game. We have got, it's the same kits as before. Marshall's in the SK kit.
And how can you attempt to lay into a Rangers fan as a Liverpool fan, knowing our manager's Steven Gerrard?
Very, very true indeed. But Smogs, you know, goalkeeper had to save that one. That was a very early chance for Marshall. But where's the goalkeeper? What's the goalkeeper doing? Smogs, you need to get the ball. You need to shoot. What's he doing? I feel like he held Y by accident. He didn't realise.
He's just leaning on the controller. Oh, there's the goalie. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. That was really weird. And unless it was like a glitch, maybe. I'm not too sure. But either way, that's a bit of a random one. But Marshall coming forward now. He's got the ball with Decore in the box. Not the one you want to be shooting. He's only got like 67 shooting. Let's see who he can find. Guardiola cannot find him. It's a poor pass. And now Smog's chance to come forward. No, it is not, because it's a poor pass and it is intercepted.
Again, it's these breakaways. We've seen this pretty much 2 series in a row, rather. It's just been this style of slowing it down, passing it back to the midfielders, resetting the attack over and over again, versus somebody who wants to just try and break away and run at you over and over again. It's not really working. Last time we didn't see it work because there weren't enough men there. This time we're not seeing it work because it's just trying to rush these passes and ended up getting caught up in the midfield over and over again.
Yeah, exactly, and that's Marshall's been, he's been thriving off that. He's been, counter-attacking really, really well. So, it's just Smogs is creating his own problems, to be honest. Giving the ball away, silly positions, getting out-thought really in these scenarios where he's got a man coming through, but he chooses not to to play the man through. He chooses to play the wrong pass, and then it gets intercepted.
You didn't end up getting back to me on it. What was your favourite transfer this year?
I'm still blank. But here comes Dembele coming forward now. Let's see if he can find the right pass. Almost finds Osimhen, but Neymar's got the ball now on the edge of the box. Is he going to look for the finesse? He's not. He's got a man open right there. Pass the ball. You don't need to hold it up. You don't need to wait too long.
And he's setting up with these 4 attacking numbers. He tries to find a ball through, but gets muscled off of it.
Lenglet, he's got really, really good pace, really good shooting. It's not what you want, but the goalkeeper's giving it away immediately. Walcott on the volley. On the volley!
Oh! Finds a nice little dribble there through the back line. Great pass off. Cuts into the middle.
Really well played.
Really well played there, as he's going to slot that one into the top corner once again.
Bounced up for him on the bounce.
Yeah, Marshall's going to get a go up. Again, 1-0.
Doesn't matter what weak foot you've got there, like, you just drill it and it'll go in.
Pretty, decent shooting, decent dribbling, brilliant pace. It's not a bad card.
The only thing that lets him down is his weak foot and his skills. They're both god-awful. And that's why nobody wanted him. And he costs around 150k, 160k. So, it's not a top tier one.
You mentioned a flashback card.
Yeah, so that's a flashback of one of his previous seasons.
Okay.
So Mascherano's got one as well, a flashback of his Barcelona career. That's going to be offside if the play touches
almost on through, but just a bit offside as the defenders collapse forward.
It's unlucky, but Smogs wins the ball back. No, he doesn't. It's actually a foul. So, flashback card. So they basically, they flash back to previous foot and they bring back the stats of one of their previous cards.
Okay.
So we saw, I think we saw a David Luiz one last year where it was like his centre-back card from his Chelsea days. So, there are some very interesting cards.
Trying to push forward, can't find it.
He's just dribbling around. He's doing the close control. It's really well played from Theo Walcott of all players.
But that's the kind of thing we're talking about, where he gets in a tight situation, but he knows how to get out of it without losing possession.
Dembele turns, twists and turns. Cannot win the ball back, though. It's very close, but he doesn't manage to do so. Osimhen looks for the over-top ball. It's actually really nice. Goalkeeper comes out, but he doesn't. And he's actually missed the ball. Can he find the pass? He can. And he's tapped it into the back of the net. It's offside.
Oh, can't quite find it. It had to be a split second.
Wait, it's offside? What? Nah. No. What?
It must have been just a split second either way.
The defender was miles behind the goalkeeper. Maybe they played the rule where if the defender's behind the goalkeeper, it doesn't count as offside. I don't know. But either way, I don't think that was offside. I really don't think that was offside. I'm confused. But either way, that doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, what a through ball.
Look at the pace. Look at the finesse. And he missed it. Mbappe, how have you missed that, bro?
He beats the midfielders, he beats the defenders, he beats the goalie, but he also beats the post, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As he's going to go around it and not able to find that one.
Yikes. Damn, that's quite unlucky. That is quite unlucky indeed. But Smogs, he's looking good. He's looking like he's got a few chances in him. And he's playing pretty well in this second leg. Apart from the goal. To Marshall.
He's playing well, apart from the fact that he's losing.
Yeah, exactly. 2 goals down, though. It's not a massive deficit. 1 goal can make a massive, massive difference. Sorry.
3 goals down. Still a long way back. And he's got a lot of pressure on him. That 1 goal found at the start of this match is opening a lot of leeway up for the side of Marshall. Now this free kick again. It really needs to be the start of a turnaround for Smogs, that he needs to start finding these goals soon. Otherwise, it's just going to be a complete whitewash by the end of this, and just fires it directly into the wall. So Marshall can maybe now find a counter-attack. He's got a member open.
Apologies. But here we go. Marshall coming forward, and it's going to be cut out by Smogs. It's not the one you want to see. But it's interesting to see that the Smogs has actually gone with Osimhen up front. He is the League 1 Player of the Month this month. You can complete him through an SBC. Pretty sure it's fairly cheap to complete. Got very good pace, very good shoot, and good strength as well, I think.
Oh God, this Walcott's been doing wonders for him today.
He has been doing absolute bits for Marshall, and he's turned and twisted the turn in Neymar. It's going to take a deflection on the way through, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be going into the back of the net from near post.
Takes a knock, sends the keeper maybe a bit of the wrong way, but is going to be a goal nonetheless. And that one, even just 44 minutes into the game, it's looking like it's almost done here.
Yeah, good work from Marshall. Really well played.
4 goals in terms of difference between these 2 over the aggregate means that there's just too much work for Smogs to do unless he finds one really, really
Oh, he's
quickly.
actually over the top ball to Neymar. He's onside this time.
And that might be the start he needs. He needs 3 more of those, but the first one coming now is crucial just before the half. He needs to find a couple more
That's brilliant.
pretty quickly, but with 1 half left and a difference of 3 goals, the pressure is still piling.
You know, this is like outside of the virtual game. This completely changes the halftime team talk for the manager. It changes the morale for the players. You know, it's looking so good.
So that's Chester 9, Neelio 4 is what we've just heard.
So, and McAfee Josh 1.
Right, so this is suddenly the Steelers have turned it on.
This is very common Chester. He messes about, and then he realizes, okay, might need to step it up.
Yeah,
and does step it up.
But
you know, it's just he does have a little bit of a mess around, and it can be seen as disrespectful. But I think that's just how good he is.
Yeah, it's interesting because we're seeing him now like turn it on in that second half. But I hope we get to catch him in the third game. Because that would be...
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it depends how these fixtures go. Obviously, it's 2-1 to the Steelers currently.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's looking like it's gonna, because Smogs is currently losing by a little bit. So, yeah, it looks like it could do. But he's still got a long while to go. You know, getting that goal just before half-time was really, really good. Changes a lot of things for him. It changes the mindset completely.
Yeah, even if it's... We made a joke about the team talk, obviously, but, like... You do sit there and think to yourself during that halftime moment when you're given a break, what do I need to do to win this? And it's exactly the same as a team talk, but you're inside your own head thinking, what can I do?
Exactly.
What can I change? And the fact that he scores that goal just before the half and it does start working for him gives him the opportunity to think about those changes a bit differently. And that is, fortunately, a penalty.
Langlet again. Giving away penalties in both the
taking
fixtures.
the momentum entirely away from Smogs.
Can he save it? Can he save it? He's given it to Neymar. Neymar's got a bit of a weird stance when it comes to run-up. He's going to go for the top left. Is the keeper going to be able to read it? He is. It's a great save. So, in this FIFA, they still haven't patched it yet. If you aim left on a penalty, your player's head looks left. And you can see it quite clearly. And they still haven't removed that. They removed it last year, but it was in the game last year. And for some reason, they left it in. But either way, here comes Mbappe.
Oh, nice pass, but it's just going to be cut out.
Very unlucky.
There's now Neymar back on the ball again. Get a pass through to Guardiola, who's looking for Mbappe, but way offside. Has to run all the way back. Can't quite get to it in
Here we
time.
go. It's looking good here. It's a good run forward from Mbappe. Can he find the gaps? You know, he's got a lot of space. He's got the dribble, and he looks to come back. You know, you're beating him already. Just punch the ball into, not literally punch it, but kick the ball into the space and look to run onto it. You know, you don't need to
Maradona yourself, please.
Exactly. Definitely don't want to see that. We've already seen that enough in FIFA Arena Clash. But either way, you know, Smogs is looking good. He is looking really good. Marshall's looking a bit shocked here.
Oh, long ball over the top. Does find him.
He does.
He's got members in the middle.
Touch. Mbappe, can he find the members in the middle, like Sin just said? He cannot. And Neymar coming forward now. Q has been paused from Smogs. Maybe wants to bring on a few subs. Osherman cannot find Mbappe running through on goal. It's really unfortunate. But here comes Walcott. He's got the ball with Mbappe. Still got the ball with Mbappe. Looks at the scoop inside. Doesn't come off the intended way that he wanted it to. Osherman now. Mbappe back to Osherman. Back to Mbappe, cuts out. You know, that's a problem. He hasn't really got many players forward when he is getting the ball. And he's not holding it up to let the players get forward either. He wants to counter-attack.
His Neymar.
If you want to counter-attack, you need to put the players to counter-attack.
The corner.
You need to put the players to counter-attack. So, you know, he's got Mbappe there. He's got Walcott there.
Yeah.
But where is sorry, not this one. So you've got Mbappe up front. You've got Osherman up front. It's looking good, but where's the rest of your team? You know, he needs more than 2 players to score.
Yeah, it needs to be more than just that, like you say. It's just too much pressure on those 2 members. They end up getting held up, locked down, and it's too hard to get through. And unfortunately for him, the game did slow down enough that it's just too much of a gap to come back from, even with that penalty missing. With 3 more goals needed, and I believe only 23 minutes left on the clock, it seems to be too little too late.
You never know. We have had some very, very late drama in FIFA 20 Arena Clash. Let's see if we can see it here for Smogs for the Steelers. He needs to win this point for the Steelers to take this one.
Again, off of the corner, just finds some possession, does Smogs, but not enough members forward. He has to start the attack from scratch.
Full roll, beautiful. Brings on Jimenez. I presume that is going to be the Europa League card, Jimenez. But here he comes. Has he got what it takes? Looks good so far, looks clean on the ball, but that might just be because he's a fresh pair of legs. Here comes Marshall, though. I don't know if he brought anybody on. But again, outright to Walcott. Again, he is playing everything through Walcott. Neymar takes touch away from the keeper.
He's way out of the goal. Ooh, if he just found a way around him there, maybe had the opportunity.
Yeah, it was unlucky. The goalkeeper came up to try and collect the ball, and he just put his body in the way of it. Obviously, goalkeeper can't go through the goalkeeper. So,
but maybe looking for an opportunity... yeah, maybe just having the opportunity to get around the keeper there, any kind of shot at that point would have been worth it.
Yeah.
Even if you do end up pumping it wide, because the goalie's just not there to save
it.
The
just
only
try and
chance
put it
is to
through his
block
legs.
it. Yeah, just chance it.
Very, very true. You know, if you don't buy a ticket, you will not win the raffle. But here we go. Neymar. Through to Mbappe. Beautiful. Can he score? He's taken too long. It's taken way too long.
One stride too many, unfortunately. Just a bit too much pace underneath him. Can't get to the ball in time. Now Neymar's coming right back the other way. Maybe looking for a pass through to the centre.
Side looks for it. No, he doesn't. He just goes for the near post finish. The fans rush forward, cheering. This is going to be the winner for Marshall. He's going to be taking a point for the Pirates.
And slows it down just enough to make you think he's looking for the middle. And then slots it into that top corner himself. 3-1 in the game for Marshall. After winning 4-2 last time, that looks to be curtains.
Exactly. He looks for the cut inside. Decides not to. Defender's already completely in no man's land. And the goalkeeper's unaware. Near post. Smashes it. Absolutely beautiful. So here we go. Mbappe again gone too far, but gives it to Jimenez and he buries it. Again, it's looking, that is the Europa League card. Very, very nice. But yeah, again, Mbappe. Good. Mbappe with a great pass. Look very interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting.
Still looking for 3 more goals here for Smogs. Unfortunately, not able to get this. Smogs finds one, but he needs to continue these counterattacks. He needs to continue finding this luck. And unfortunately, with only 2 so far, he needs to increase his goal tally by far too much to likely win this.
So no,
only 10 minutes
good.
left.
Here comes Jimenez. He doesn't have the pace on Walker. Definitely not. Unlucky there not to get an interception, but
nice little
rushing the players forward. That's not what you want to see. Here comes Walcott. Looks to cut it back. Can't. Oh, beautiful cross across goal. Mbappe, well played.
Easy one there from Mbappe.
Easy.
He slots it right across the front of net, and Mbappe taps that in at the back corner.
Is this a open up messenger and put easy game?
Easy game, easy life.
Wow. EZ.
Easy clap.
Oh, easy clap. Indeed. That's actually my favourite emote.
Well, easy clap.
Pepe with the glasses on, and then I love it. So good. But Marshall looking really well here. I think that might just be offside, maybe. No, Marcelo almost scoring a goal, but going to be cleared off the line.
Tries to chip it over, but not enough pace on it. Does get cleared at the line. But with 4-2, looking to go 4-2 in both games, running down the clock, not letting the pace stop as he goes for another chance, but stopped by Areola.
Marcelo playing as a striker right now. He's coming forward a lot. Left back, turned striker. Very, very interesting indeed. But here comes Smogs again. He has not given up. But, you know, 2 minutes left on the clock. He is down a lot of goals. So, it's yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do this one. I think that's going to be the point picked up for Marshall.
Yeah,
very well played.
Very little time left, and Marshall is going to pick this one up. And after some defensive errors, you have to say, on the counterattacks, he's left windows open just like that one for Smogs to try and make opportunities happen. But time and time again, it's just been Marshall making these attacks happen, pushing deep and finding opportunities with Walcott pushing it down the sides, getting it into the centre, getting opportunities onto Neymar's foot, and he buries those.
Definitely, and that's exactly what you expect, though, from your star player.
He's just going to kick it into touch.
and that is going to be full time. That is going to be the win by Martial. Fantastic work, not from Martial, from Marshall.
Martial's someone else.
Yeah, completely different player. But the final scores from around the grounds will be coming up very, very shortly. I've heard that there are some interesting games coming up. I've heard there are some interesting scores I've had in my ear. So let's see how it goes. We'll have them up shortly. But really, really well played from Marshall. You know, he did have a few defensive errors in the second game and a few in the first game. But, you know, overall, solid.
You saw that fresh set of legs from Jimenez almost changed things up for Smogs. He was able to make a couple of strong attacks afterwards, but it just wasn't enough, really, when the rest of the team just wasn't really supporting him and enough to get him through into get those opportunities.
So I feel like if he brought on maybe a bit more of a pacey player, but did it a bit earlier, you know, or even just started a bit of a pacier player instead of Jimenez, had a high attacking player or had a player come up further. If he'd have played like how he played when Jimenez come on, I feel like he could have won that game.
If he just played the same way, yeah. It definitely could have been a lot closer game because he still, unfortunately, immediately after that did give up another goal the other way, but it could have been a much closer affair at the very least. Yeah,
definitely. But here they come, the scores from around the grounds. What is it going to be? It's going to be 4-2 to the Steelers, and it will be going to the third set of fixtures. Mr. Chester, 9-5 in the end against Mr. Nelio, and Martial 8-4, and Chris Macker 5-3. A very tight game, so still all to play for. The Pirates would have to completely flip the script and go 3-0 to win this one, but 1 point will see the Steelers pick up the point here. Cannot get the words out of my mouth. It is an exciting series so far.
And it would be Josh, one of the best performers so far for Portsmouth Pirates, going up against Chester, so we're going to have to see if he can shut him down. On the other end, Mr. Nelio and Smogs having lost 2 games now in a row. And Mr. Nelio performing so well in his last one, even if he did end up getting blown out towards the end of it. That first game showed some strength from him. Maybe if he closes it up a bit more on the defensive end, you can see him try and find a win as well. So that's at least one you're looking at for Portsmouth Pirates. Then you just got to hope that Josh can take down Chester.
Oh, you're saying that Nelio will beat Smogs?
I'm saying Nelio will beat Smogs.
You know, Nelio, he lost his first game.
Yeah.
He lost his second game.
But he looked better in those
Smogs
losses.
Lost his first game, lost his second game. One of these players, either way, is going to come out.
Someone's not going to go 0-3.
Exactly.
One
but
of them's
the one
not going to
that
go
does
0-3.
go 0-3, you know.
Yeah, I'm currently calling, unfortunately, after that last game, that Smogs showed some strength at times, but in playing this style where he's going for purely counterattacks, it seems to be the only way he's finding these plays.
Yeah.
And just giving full control and full cadence over to his opponent, it just means that I don't think he's got the necessary abilities to be able to take this one. The skill set necessary.
The skill set, yeah. That is the
tools at his
word.
Disposal.
Exactly. That is the correct word. If he could get, see, the thing is, he is playing a counter-attacking style of football, but as soon as Jimenez come on, it wasn't so counter-attacking because he had 3 players forward all the time. He had Mbappe, I can't remember who his cam was, maybe Neymar and Jimenez. Mbappe, Jimenez, Neymar, and it looked way better for him. I feel like if he maybe played more of an attacking style, you know, bring another player forward, so you don't have 2, that'd completely widen your options. That's why 4-3-3 is so strong. It's because you always have those 3 players up front.
Yeah, they're always in position.
Exactly, ready to receive the ball. But for him, he very rarely had midfielders in the attack, and that was a massive indicator for me that he wasn't going to be able to win this series.
Yeah, I'm more of a 4-2-3-1 kind of person.
4-2-3-1?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a very strong formation this year. You know, 2 CDMs,
yeah, exactly.
Cam, left mid, right mid, striker. It's a really solid one to go for.
You've got so much support from the wings for the striker. It just makes it so much easier to set up that man in the front.
Definitely. I would go with the 4-1-2-1-2. That's my personal favourite. Or 4-1-2-1-2-2, the second variation of the 4-1-2-1-2.
So that relies so much more on the wing backs, though, to really show up. Because I prefer playing it with the overlap when you've got the ability to set up those plays on the wings and give somebody an open run through.
Yeah, but you've got the 4 at the back. You have both of the full-backs on step back to attack, so they never come forward. I don't want them overlapping. I want them staying back. And then I have Kante at CDM, and I have him drop in between my centre backs when the other player comes forward.
So your defence
Makes
is
it
rock
5
solid
at the back. So I don't have any defensive worries. But then when I come forward, I've got both of those wingers set out wide, so I've got plenty of space to stretch the defence.
Yeah.
Then I can come in through the wings, and then there's lots of space there because they've already pulled them all out.
It makes so much more sense with the way that FIFA 20 is now, especially with all this the dribbling, the focus that it has been. You want to play more up the centre. You want to have more, like you say, 4-1-2-1-2. It's just so much more central focus. You got so many men who can push forward when you need them on the offense. And
Exactly.
that ability to go right up the middle is definitely utilised very effectively.
Definitely.
Right
I
now.
mean, I feel like there are lots of styles to play in FIFA 20. You know, you can have that. You know, we saw it with Maka, with his Dalglish and his Messi and his Mbappe and Neymar. They were all very centralised. You know, they didn't go out wide as often, and it worked for them. So, you know, there are definitely different ways to play. You don't just have to go with the whole wingers out wide. You know, pace it down the wing, hold it up, wait for somebody to run inside. You can. There's definitely a variety of methods.
It's definitely been showing tonight as well. This really big clash of styles we're seeing between different
Clash.
Clash.
Inception.
Oh my God.
Inception.
That's
Wow.
That's the name.
Clash.
Oh
Wow.
yeah. And they've been
Wow.
clashing in these arenas. Oh my God.
Matt, save me, please. Come back.
He's not coming. He's not coming.
That's a shame. That is a
He's
big
not
shame.
coming.
But either way, I'm sure we will be getting into the third set of fixes very shortly. It's looked good. It's looked very good. I am, I'm excited to see how it goes. I don't think that the Pirates can win this one. They need to take 3
It would require
points.
a miracle, but they can do it.
Literally a miracle, mate. I'm not joking. No offense to the
Not
Pirates.
quite like water into wine level, but
No, not quite.
You know, like using a bread to feed maybe 5 people. Like you could use a loaf and some fish to feed like a family, a small family.
Yeah, I mean, it's a miracle level of. It's requiring a level of like. How do I put it this way? You know, a level of you would win the lottery miracle. You know, it's. I mean, not that.
I think you're pushing it a bit
it's
much.
It's going to be
there.
very hard.
I think they have got a legitimate opportunity because if Chester shows up the same way he did in the second game last time, then there's almost no chance they can take this. But if Chester is shaky like he has been in the game 1 he's been in both of the last 2 series, then there's an opportunity for Josh to try and take this away from him.
Here we go then, Josh versus Chester. Let's see how this one goes. It's going to be Josh again in the SK kit there. I think they're opting to play. I don't know if this one's the SK kit. But it looks very similar. Either way, they're opting for the black kit and Chester in the white kit in this one. So it's going to be a clash of titans in this one. Chester, you know, let's see. Oh, I did it again. Darn it. But either way, you know, Chester.
These belong stadium battles, as they're called.
Yeah, there you go. But Chester, you know, he started off slow in the evening, but now he's looking on fire. He's on stream now, so he's probably going to want to turn it on.
It was a great start from Josh, though. It was really good moves from him to get an attack going, but instantly turned around. Chester gets a really big opportunity the other way.
Here we go.
They're not slowing this one down. They're both feeling it, and they're both really rushing at each other.
See, you can't
but
go
intercepted.
past Van Dijk, but here you go. Messi's actually coming forward. He's got Crespo. Can he finish? Crespo! Buried into the bottom left-hand corner. Fantastic finish from the icon.
And this is a lot less of a miracle needed now.
I mean, it's very early doors. I don't want to be, you know, party pooper George, but, you know, it's 1-0. Only 1-0 in the first 10 minutes of the game.
He's actually wearing the EA Sports jersey.
There you go, wearing the EA Sports jersey. That's why he's winning. That is why he's winning. But Hernan Crespo, so he's one of the icon swap cards. I'm presuming that's how he got him. But here we go again. That's a little bit too power.
Far.
Unlucky. Allison comes out to collect. And he's going to be booting it down the wing. Too much power. No, the goalkeeper comes out. And he gets it away, but only as far as Dembele.
This has been really back and forth so far, though, in terms of the pace of it. Constantly flying the ball around the pitch. Long passes, not really the kind of tap and dribble we saw last time. Very much more rushing it downfield, making big moves with the entire offensive force.
We've got Storyline Zaha on the field, so that's the one for complete the battle pass. But here we go. Kante!
Oh!
I tell you what, Chester needs to. I don't know. He needs to change something because right now
Josh is coming at him. Yeah.
Right now it's not looking so great, but he is a very explosive
feeling
player. You know, it only takes one chance and Chester will punish you. But is that going to be offside there? No, it's not. Mbappe's going to run down the wing. Well
Again, cut
defended
out.
by Semedo.
This has been really good from Josh so far. He's been consistently the one finding these opportunities, but we know with a player like Chester, one mistake is all it takes for this entire lead to be evaporated.
Indeed. So Dembele could have played it over the top. Would have been a bit risky. Again, holds it up, looks for the pass. That took a deflection there, I think, and actually ends up being in Chester's path. But again, Chester looking for the aggressive pass. It's not going to
nice
come off. Man, running
heel.
forward here. That's Messi. Can't find him. Crespo gives it back to Kante. Back to Messi now. Messi, he's got skills heel to heel. Does not come off.
Can't quite get it past him.
Unlucky. But again, down the other side of the pitch. Chester looking to get in behind the defence. Cannot do it.
Chester's been really struggling to hold possession. He's trying to play this fast-paced style.
Oh, that's a beautiful
errors.
ball. Crespo on the volley. Could have went for the header maybe. Goes for the shot. Maybe cross. Alisson going to be there to collect.
Fires it right at Alisson on the ground. Bell even has to get up to be able to block that one.
That does not feel good for Chester, man.
Yeah, this is it. He's trying to play this fast-paced style and match Josh pound for pound, but unfortunately, he's making far too many errors. And the momentum is not in his favour.
Not at all. It is completely
Look at that,
in favour.
66% possession so far, yeah.
Completely in favour for Josh here. Like, completely well and truly.
Crespo
But here we go.
looking for the
Messi looks for the pass, but
Right
how's
back!
Crespo! Can he finish? Great save from Alisson. And Josh needs to score these goals while he can, because you just get that feeling that Chester's going to come online at some point. You know, it's going to go his way, but Alisson just beats it up into the air. Defenders there, heads it away, but he gives it straight back to Dembele. Paul Pogba now. Can he get a chance? He can. Zaha. Storyline Zaha. Can he find the shot? He can't. Very, very unfortunate. Crespo pressing Mendy here. Oh, fantastic
poaches
pressure.
him.
Really well played. Great pressure. Great ethic. And he's actually intercepted again with Crespo. Messi now. Crespo with the ball. Can he find Messi? He can! Lionel Messi! And he puts it in near post.
And Chester, the man we were touting as one of the best players in Arena Clash,
Wow.
the MVP from last season, goes down 0-2 when his team needs him most.
Wow, the captain. Fantastic work from Lionel Messi.
Marshall is beating Chris Macker 1-0. But Smogs is 1-0
So-
up against Neilio. Oh, 2-1 rather,
Wow.
against Neilio. So,
Neil, he needs to
yeah, this
step
is
up
really
here, 'cause
close. 'Cause
honestly,
right now, it would go 5-4
Yeah.
towards Steelers if this is the end result.
a little bit, I'm getting a bit fangirl right
How much
here.
of a miracle was required again?
Yeah, like lottery level miracle. But here comes Chester. It's a good save from Amanda Stegen. But yeah, I'm getting a bit excited because when these games go this tight, it is quite exciting. But again, it is only the first half of the first leg. Still got a long way to go. The Pirates, can they hold on? Can they extend their lead? While they're ahead, they need to extend their lead. And for Neilio, needs to bounce back.
Yeah, Neilio is the one with all the pressure on him right now. Portsmouth know that they can't lose a single one of these series, these two-leg games.
PK gets too tight on his man. And what a save from Ter Stegen! I cannot stress this enough. Those always go in, and that save is absolutely incredible. I think we should have a save of the week for that one, but he's given the ball away to Chester. It's Politano. Can he find the ball in? And Ter Stegen with a flick away. Just gets a fingertip to it. Kante now coming forward. No, he gives it away again. Roberto Firmino. This is scream Roberto Firmino as well. It's an absolutely insane card. Can he find the shot? He can't. Kante needs to, chill out a bit, calm down.
He's going to slow down the pace. He's got the half-time coming up soon. It gives him the ability to entirely reset this tempo and come back into it fresh in the second half. But he wants to get one more attack off beforehand, try and extend this lead out to 3.
He needs to while he's got the momentum still. Here comes Hernan Crespo and Militao going to track him down. Well played. There's still enough time for one more chance in this game. Looks like it's going to go in favour of Mr. Chester.
He doesn't want to drag Mendy out too wide, and he has to run back into the centre. Storyline
Politano, I think that is. Goes to the cut inside. That's going to be a corner for Mr. Chester.
This is going to be the last kick of the game, last kick of the half, rather.
Politano goes to the man out wide. It's Ella Militao, not the man you want. Is he going to go for the shot? He's not. He's going to give it to Mbappe. Mbappe, can he find his man? Brilliant bit of skill. Neymar Jr. posting in. Fantastic work from Mr. Chester. That's what you expect from your main man, Neymar Jr. Whew. That was insane bit of play.
And just heading into the half, we were talking about how we wanted Josh to slow it down and just go into this half, reset the tempo. Because he played so aggressive, because he didn't slow it down enough, it gave the opportunity to Chester to have that one more attack. Chester punishes, and now coming into the half at 2-1, he's got to be feeling a lot better.
Definitely, and again, I cannot stress this enough. This is a fight for the first seed in Group A. You know, it's absolutely insane. Like it's honestly, it's looking very good for the Pirates, but the Steelers are bouncing back. You know, Chester, Smogs, looking good. I cannot, like, honestly, another thing I want to talk about. You know how we saw like all the players go out wide and look to hold the ball up, wait for the players to come in. What they've been wanting to do is exactly what Mr. Chester just did then. Cut back inside, give the pass, and get a beautiful finesse post. Crespo's looking really good though. Josh needs to defend well, and he does. Shakily.
Can't quite clear it.
Shakily.
Loses all the power on that turn.
Shaky defending from Josh. Chester.
Now you start to see that pressure piling onto Josh, though, on these defensive mistakes as he goes
That's
for a long ball.
Great ball.
Looks like he's
onside.
onside.
He is. It's Lionel Messi, one of the most composed player in the game, looks for the pass across goal, and it's not there. Well played from Alisson and Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, maybe one touch too many, as he can't quite do anything about the keeper, who's come all the way out of his net to contest it.
Yeah, it wasn't really too much you could have done about that. Like, maybe cut back inside a bit earlier, but again, you know, that's me saying it here. That's in hindsight.
The keeper that far out, you can even just go for the shot, try and get around him.
Yeah, could do, but that's a great ball to Messi. Alisson, so quick off his line. Sweeper, keeper, like, absolutely insane. You see that a lot more now these days, though. Keepers do opt more for that, you know, sweeper-keeper style.
Yeah, it's kind of been, in terms of more like real-life football, but it's been popularised by Neuer.
He was the first one.
Yeah, he was the first one to really start doing it, and now it's become more and more popular around the world.
Definitely. You know, goalkeepers, not just hoofing it as soon as they get it,
exactly.
You know, taking their time, look for the pass, even sometimes take on a player or two, you know. Seen Alisson do it a few times, sometimes comes off, sometimes it doesn't. But that is the style of football that, you know.
And that's the way football's been moving more and more over time, is just more and more skill expression, and it's giving some goalies more skill expression to show.
Exactly. It's not just have you got good hands,
Zaha's
it's
open
also
though.
good feet. Zaha, this is the storyline. Zaha,
Big
beautiful
pass.
Dembele!
Oh!
And he has drilled it into the top right-hand corner. What a fantastic cross.
And that is the goal that Josh needed to turn the tempo back in his favour, to get something back into his, getting some tempo back towards him, as it is going to be popped in that opposite corner away from Alisson, and it's going to be Dembele picking that one up. 3-1 up now.
I know, it's actually crazy. You know, we were talking about miracles before this game. This is looking like, it's not looking like a miracle, honestly. It's just looking like Josh is playing really well. Josh has just been playing better. The possession, though, a lot closer this half. Oh, Eder, great defending from Eder, but he's actually won the ball back through Dembele. Josh, here we go. Lionel Messi, can he find it? Great save from Alisson, but he's still got the ball. Wan-Bissaka, not the player you want in that situation, but he's got a corner again. Gives it short to Lionel Messi. Out wide to Zaha. Is he going to go for the shot? He is. First time. Bit unlucky. Pulls the shot a bit. Goes wide. Goes a bit high. Unfortunate.
With 25 minutes left.
What is this play?
You can't make these mistakes.
Rushing these shots. Rushing these passes. And Messi's got the ball now. Can he
find
it? He can!
Oh, off his back foot. Can't quite get it onto the front foot.
But he's still got it. Pass through!
It's open
Messi! Oh! Goes wide. Lionel Messi. You aren't happy about that, are you?
It's just so close to seeing this. And if this one goes to 4-1, I almost see no way back for Chester.
Messi. It's Virgil van Dijk. PK, I'm not sure who it is.
Looks like another corner there for them.
Honestly, Chester needs to nail down his defence now, because it's looking very shaky for him. Messi, can he find the pass he wants? He cannot. It's going to go out to Neymar Jr. Can Chester counter-attack here? He cannot. He's given it away again. But, it's really unlucky from Eder Militao to give it away there. But one of his centre-backs is out of position here, so this could be very interesting. Here comes Neymar. Again, centre-back out of position. Just got back into position now.
Oh, picks it up.
Good defending.
Now nearing less than 20 minutes left.
Josh
All the pressure is on
He's
to
still got a goal in
Chester.
him. Here comes Eder. Can he find it? Goes to the chip!
Oh, just over the top. Little bit too much power. But the idea was there. He tries to get it over this keeper who's, as you said, consistently running out, playing this more sweeper role. Can't quite find it still, though. Chester has all the pressure on him. He needs to make this count.
Oh, Neymar!
Off the bar! Heartbreak
Wow.
for Chester as he needed that one desperately.
To Stegen. I don't know if he got a touch on that, but it went up and onto the bar on the underside. Almost went in. Maybe we'll get a VAR check on that one in a second. Crespo goes wide. I'm short of breath here. This is an absolutely fantastic last game for this series.
And it's all on Chester still. He still has so much pressure on him as Josh has been outplaying him left, right and centre all across the field. His defence has been better. His offence has been better.
Oh, Edison's just there. Alisson's just there, sorry. Oh, he's giving it short. Messi. Oh, pass it back to his goalkeeper. Oh, Chester, what are you doing, mate? I swear.
Chester's just been making far too many mistakes.
I swear he's trolling. I swear he's actually legit trolling now.
It's the guy playing pool, just like, oh, I don't know how to play the game, and then suddenly turns it online. Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, I feel like it. But here comes Neymar. No stamina left at all. What is going on? There's still 10 minutes remaining. Can Josh get another goal? He needs to. We've seen Chester turn it on in the second game so often. Can he get it? Zaha's out wide. Can he find the pass through the middle? He can. Lionel Messi. Just tries to run onto it. Van Dijk, though, got the pace to catch him up. But again, looking for these passes.
And just keeping it in Chester's half is all he really needs to do at this point. He doesn't have the pressure on him. He's up with 2 goals in hand. It's all on Chester. If he can just keep the ball moving forward, not give up possession too often, then there's almost no opportunity for Chester to at least come back in this game. Has to look to the next one.
Honestly, it's very, very close. Can Chester get a goal back here? It'd be absolutely crucial. He can't. Josh has cleared it. Down to the other end. Messi now gives the ball to Eder. Eder's actually quite a surprising player to see.
Yeah, he subbed him on halfway.
I think that's a league SBC challenge, maybe. Maybe 83 rated, 84 rated. Either way, not the best card in the game, not like insane, but a very good super sub nonetheless. Semedo with some absolutely solid defending. Back up the other end. Can Josh get another goal? Zaha's running out of pace. Virgil van Dijk is tracking him down almost like a predator, hunting its prey. He can
gets cut
smell
out.
him. Messi coming forward now. Tries to find Eder, can't find him. Pogba cuts it out. Eder, is he offside? He is. He is
now
just offside.
Just about the end of the game.
Chester.
That is going to be it.
Chester's going to be puffing.
We'll wait till we hear the scores, but right now it's looking pretty good for the Pirates. We don't know what happened with that series with Stoggs, but we'll find out soon.
Chester is going to go big deep breaths because he is. I think that's a big mental one. That is going to take a toll on his mental game hugely. You know, when you expect yourself to play that well, and you could see that it was frustrating because he was playing the same pass over and over and over again. This must be such a close series. And again, for the first seed in Group 1, it's getting close from Mr. Producer in our ears. You know, he's getting the scores coming in now. He's saying, score 1, score 2. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited, Sin.
Oh, this could come down to the wire. We might even see a golden goal decide it. That would be the dream.
Another man that likes a good old golden goal.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
True.
You love the Cinderella stories.
Very true. Very true indeed. I love the Cinderella stories. I love the golden goals. It's what I live for in this job. It's what, you know, even for yourself, you know, it's exactly what you want.
Yeah, I want to hear the halftime scores next game as well. Just keep us informed as close as possible,
you know,
on what this is going to be.
In the second set of fixtures, I'd like to, you know, go a bit hush hush and wait until the scores come up, and then we could be like, or we get a message in our ears. It's going to golden goal, lads. There are some games still in progress right now. So this is how it stands currently. So Maka 2-2 against Marshall. Smogs 3-1, Mr. Nelio. Mate, do not let your side down. And 3-1 for Josh against Chester. There is an update coming. Is it going to be Mr. Nelio? Who's it going to be?
You're going to pull your Jeff Stelling impression, and it's Marshall!
Oh, it's Marshall!
Picking it up. And all the pressure now is on Mr. Nelio because Marshall's showing up. Josh is showing up. Mr. Nelio needs to do something.
In between these two games, you know, you've got to think they'll be turning around to Nelio and
giving
going,
him the stare. Mate, it's on you.
Mr. Nelio, if you mess up, mate, I'll see you outside the arena, buddy. You know, but either way, it's been a fantastic series so far.
They're going to be turning up for the Mortal Kombat next week.
Exactly. All in cosplay, ready,
Yeah.
fight. But yeah, you know, it's been a fantastic series so far.
Tell you what, there'll be no mercies in that one.
There will be. Oh dear. But either way, you know, it's been a great series so far. Both teams played fantastically. Can we see Josh finish on a high note? He played so well in the first set, like in the first game.
Like, even if his team doesn't take it, he's done all he can in this series. He's looked great, and unfortunately, some of his results earlier in the day have cost them a bit.
Yeah.
But we'd like to see Portsmouth at least have the opportunity to pick this one up.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's difficult for them because the first set of fixtures and the second set of fixtures didn't really go their way. It was difficult for them. Maybe weren't the correct matchups to the players, but now I think they're all on the correct level. You know, they're all fighting, playing against the same like skill. Well, not the same skill level. I think the skill level is still drastically different, and that's why this is so exciting. Because Chester is like Elite 1 player. Not sure what Josh is, but either way, you know. It's very, very, very tight.
But we said that this was, at the start of the day, this is Portsmouth's first real challenge, because they were 2-0 until now. They were coming in against Portsmouth. We weren't sure quite, they were coming against Teesside, rather. We weren't quite sure how they were going to perform, if they were going to live up to that 2-0 scoreline, if they were at least going to challenge Teesside. And they've done exactly that. They've challenged them very much so. They're driving them right to the limit of where the final games decide it.
Here we go. I think we are now jumping in to the game. Here we go. The final game of the series. It is Mr. Chester versus Josh. Let's see how they get on. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed. But, yeah, like you said, it's so close. So close. It's absolutely crazy. You know, maybe the Pirates could be a dark horse in this competition. You know, we haven't seen, like, loads of them because they've still only played 2 games, including this one.
Yeah.
But maybe could be a dark horse.
Yeah, challenging like the reigning champions is enough proof in and of itself to show that you're a contender.
I can already see that Chester's playing a completely different style to last game.
He's pushing up hard, but now that's left him open to counter-attack here if there's a good move up the field. As the ball's just cut out, as that would have been a great move into space.
I've actually got a theory now. I feel like Chester's playing in the first game a different set of tactics, and then in the second set of tactics, he's switching tactics. And he's completely, like, bamboozling his opponent.
But he's wide open. Zaha's alone.
Here comes Zaha. He's going to go near post. Goes to the shot. Rebounds off the keeper. And he gets it away. But, yeah, it just seems like he's playing a different style to last game.
But it leaves him open to too many opportunities like that when he's pushing so many men forward. He's desperate to try and score these goals to close this one out, because Josh, he can just play a slow-paced style. He's got those 2 goals already. He can afford to take this one a bit slower. He has no need to rush. He has no pressure on him.
Very true.
But Chester's trying to make pressure.
Neymar, Firmino, can he find Neymar again? He can't. He's having to step away. But he's come back inside Neymar!
And
fantastic
the first
goal.
of 2 needed for Chester to tie this one up. He doesn't want to have to rely on Smokes. He doesn't want to have to rely on Mr. Nelio losing that one. He wants to secure this one on his own. Definitely. He wants to make sure he is the one locking down this win.
He's very passionate. He's a very passionate player about FIFA. He doesn't like to lose a half, let alone one side of the aggregate. So I know that he's going to be coming out like holding no shots at all. He's going to be going for it here.
And that's exactly what we've been seeing so far with him pushing up so far. But like we said, it leaves him open to more mistakes when he is pushing this far forward. Seems to be pushing back, playing a little bit further back now, slowly bringing men forward. But if one mistake is made, like we said last series, one mistake can cost you so much when you are playing from a deficit. Like, he's managed to find one, but all that momentum can be instantly stopped at the drop of a hat.
I think it's safe to say we all like an underdog story. So come on, Josh, let's go Pirates. Let's see what we can do. And there it is! Crespo! He's buried it. Messi's played it into the box, and Crespo has absolutely smashed it into the net.
And the moment Chester takes his foot off the accelerator, the moment he stops shoving members forward and playing this high pressing style, instantly Josh punishes him, pushes back into his own side, and that's going to be Chester losing one and going 1-1 now.
I'm actually lost for words, mate. Like, Like, actually lost for words. This is insane. This is absolute insanity. I was not expecting Josh to be, you know, coming this close. But equalising against Chester in the second half already. Fantastic stuff. But here comes Mr. Chester with Crespo. See if he can find the man in the box. It's going to be offside. Going to be offside. Currently, 4-2 on aggregate to Smogs against Mr. Nelio.
So Nelio needs to score 2 to tie that one up.
Oh, imagine. Golden goal.
Golden goal, Nelio versus Smogs to decide it all.
Mate. Oh, mate. To decide this fixture, imagine. Just imagine. That would be insane. That would be insane. But here comes Chester. Squeezed it in. It might not be pretty, but he has squeezed it in at the near post with Neymar Jr. Fantastic job.
And if he plays this scrappy style, if he just lets 1 or 2 goals to decide it, he can tie this one up pretty quickly.
Definitely.
So playing this aggressively does work out for him.
Just 1 goal down now. Or is it 2? No, it's 1
just
goal
one
down.
now, yeah.
It's 1 goal down for Mr. Chester. Josh needs to get that 2 goal. He needs to get that 2 like goal buffer. Needs to get that 2 goal buffer. Cannot be leaving it. I've heard an "oh my days" in my ear, so I can only assume,
imagine what the scorelines are.
I can only assume it's
yeah.
very, very close. It's 3-2. Wow. Oh, so interesting. But come on, let's see what we can do. Mr. Chester. Oh, it's a great
what a
It's
save.
offside.
It is going to be offside on the back end of it. Is Chester, he's acknowledged he needs to keep piling on this pressure. He needs to keep moving forward. Like we said, there's no pressure on Josh. He has this goal in advantage. He can play this one slowly. Chester, however, he has all the pressure on him. He doesn't want to take this to golden goal. He doesn't want all that pressure on him to have to win,
Definitely.
or his team loses the entire group.
Chester is playing some nervy football right now. He's just kicked out.
Maybe
of
it's
play
getting
from
to
his
him, because look
goalkeeper.
at this possession throughout. It's still 61% to Josh.
Definitely, it is very, very close, and I've got to be honest, it's surprisingly close, but Chester's got the better of his man. Here we go, Politano out wide. He's got lots and lots of room to make it work. Brings the keeper out.
Oh, what a ball through, and that is going to tie up the scoreline
Fantastic work.
on
from
aggregate
Chester.
as we are at 4-4 in this fixture.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. You know, that pass was inch perfect.
Right at the last possible second, and it is another goal for Crespo, which we've seen both of these players using.
Yeah, Crespo's, you know, he's quite a cheap icon token to get, and such a good player this early on in the game. So, honestly, if you have lots of tokens remaining before you can't, make sure you do pick up that Crespo, because unless you're going for Drogba, which is the max amount of tokens, I'm pretty sure, he is definitely
turns the defender.
Here we go,
Trying to
Zaha.
cut in.
Can he find the man? He's actually outstrengthed the defender. I think that was Eder Militao. He outstrengthed there. Very interesting. Zaha must have quite a lot of strength and composure. But here comes Mbappe down the wing now. Can he find that perfect pass again that we saw last time? I think he has, and he has done it.
Oh, and this puts Chester up by 1.
Wow, this is the Chester I was talking about. Honestly, so clean.
You're
Honestly,
right, plays an
insane.
entirely different style in the second game
He
to that he did in the first, but 1 goal in difference is still very close. But now the pressure is on Josh. He has to play the aggressive style now. He has to play forward. We'll have to see how Chester responds to it, because right now he's been making a lot of mistakes.
I'm actually interested to see how Josh plays, because we haven't really seen him properly play from a big deficit yet. So, you know, I'd be interested to see how he plays.
Right now it's unfortunately just a misplayed attack, but it is going to go out into
It's
touch.
gonna be a
No, just kept in.
How did he keep that on, son? Kante gonna, you know, collect the ball. Pogba now coming forward. Got the ball with Messi. Dembele now doesn't get it, but he's got better defender. Can he score? Goes for the shot.
Oh.
Imagine an own goal. Imagine the scenes, but he's got a corner. He's going to play the ball short to Messi, you would think.
Maybe looking for a long one in, and he
Does
is.
go to the near cross. Goalkeeper is going to be there though. Pogba going to play it to back post. PK, not the man you want. Ooh, that was interesting. That could have been deemed as a foul, maybe just a bit of a slip over. PK playing it to Zaha. Zaha looking for Crespo.
Down the wing.
Back to Zaha. What's he going to do from here? What's he going to look for? He's just going to look to run it down to the byline. It's not going to come anything of it. Defender's going to regain the ball. Chester going to regain possession. Look to gain control before half-time. 4-1.
And just 1 goal separates these two teams at the moment. Chester, who really struggled in that first game, lost 3-1 to Josh, who was playing so much better. has now turned it around entirely, as Chester has been pushing so much further into Josh's half, as we hear that Smogs is really taking it to Mr. Nelio.
Yeah, definitely. He's really extended his lead, and I think that might just be the one that takes this one to the Steelers' side. You know, Smogs came up clutch. I backed him personally over Nelio. You know, I think I've been watching Nelio for 2 seasons now, and he struggles sometimes. So. But we love him. We still love him. But either way, Maka is 4-2 down. I think that I heard.
And there's Ida again over Crespo coming in at the half. We'll see if this makes any change for Josh and if he's able to do anything with this.
Let's see if Josh can, because you know, even if they don't win the point in total, they'll still win. You know, even Josh beating Chester is a massive achievement.
Yeah, like we've said, today was the biggest test for them. And if they can develop from here, if they can continue improving the way they have just into this split, then we're really excited to see what they can do going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure the Pirates have secured themselves a spot in the knockouts, so now it's just for seeding. But who knows? Maybe they will come up against the Steelers again. Here we go, a free kick. We haven't seen one of these yet today. They're very, very different this year. Let's see what he's going to go for. He's going to go for the knuckleball. Is he going to find the target? He is. Allison's going to be on the other end of it, though.
Yeah, not quite able to sneak that one in. Allison just walks over to it and is able to pick that one up. But still a long way to go in this one. Still a long way left. And Josh is going to find plenty more opportunities like that one. It's up to if Chester can punish his mistakes, however.
Well played. Waiting for the man to run forward. He knows Chester's going to come.
That's a corner.
That is a corner indeed. Let's see what Mendy's going to do. Is he going to call the man through? He is. Not going to look for the cross. Maybe going to play it short to Messi. No, he's going to look for the ball in. And
off his own mate.
Off Messi. Haven't seen that one yet. Very interesting.
I wish we could just see Messi recoil in pain after being hit with a full power corner in his face.
To be fair, you don't, unless it hits them in the crowned jewels.
Yeah.
You don't see the player go down very often. And this year, you can actually get hit in the crown jewels. So
that's
it's an interesting gameplay
joyous,
feature.
interesting
it's
mechanic.
An interesting gameplay feature from EA Sports.
As Mendy just gets completely shoved into touch.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. He is going to play on because he's got a fantastic run down the wing with Messi. Gives it back to Zaha through the middle. Can he find the right man? He can't, but he does reach a target at least. He doesn't lose possession. Not really where he wanted it to go, a bit too far out wide. Kante now. Dembele looks for Messi, but there's going to be a player in the way.
And it really feels like the pace of the second half has been a lot slower. Chester feeling like maybe his work's done. He did what he needed to do. He got the 4 goals.
Now just seeing it out, maybe.
Now just seeing
I
it out.
I highly doubt he would see it out this early on in the game. But yeah, he is slowing it down.
Definitely, and now he's finally turning on an attack.
Here we go, Neymar in and out. Let's see if he can find anything else. He cannot. Well cleared away from the defender. Last-ditch defending, but still, it did what it
did the job. It gets the job done. As it looks for a big through ball here.
Oh, the wrong target, but Messi's got it. Can he find the target? Oh, no. He's waited way too long, and Van Dijk's got the pace to come back. It's going to be a yellow card for Ferland Mendy. Oh, that's just unlucky, really, from Josh. Just waited way too long.
Fluffs the shot, on the bounce. Doesn't get all the contact he wanted. But now an interception again.
Semedo cut out. Now Pogba. Now Messi. Back to
Zaha
Zaha.
again.
Let's see who he can find. Messi not going to be there. Mendy. Oh, but he's actually won it back in a dangerous position. Zaha. Can he find the better of his man? He can.
Right into Allison's hands.
Yeah, straight at the goalkeeper. Not what you want. Not what you want indeed. You need to at least make the goalkeeper work.
And again, Chester's making mistakes on the defence. He's feeling the pressure, perhaps.
Shades of the first game coming forward for Chester again. Dembele now. Josh piling on the pressure. Eder, can he find the target? Eder! And he's done it! And he's buried it into the top right-hand corner. Tied it up. Absolute scenes in this game.
And Chester, after having done so much work to tie this one up, it's back to even game.
Eder, fantastic work. Allison, not a chance. Couldn't even get a fingertip on it. Look at that. That's actually a sick card.
That's
89 pace, 87 dribbling, 86 shooting. Eder actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What a fantastic goal. Let's see if he can hang on, though. Cannot let Chester get another one back. Needs to keep it at even. Well, I'd prefer it to stay even because we get golden goal, but he needs to keep this pressure on.
We've seen these set pieces be the foundation of a lot of Chester's better attacks. We'll see if he can get it again. There's a lot of members of forwards.
Let's see. Eder coming forward again. Gives it to Zaha. Does he want to go for another goal or does he want to slow it down?
Chester wants to score.
He can choose these two, but Chester does want to score. He's got a man running out wide. Really well played from Wan-Bissaka. Can he find the passes? Neymar out wide. Not offside. Politano now. PK is the man tracking him, gives it to Neymar Jr. He's got the bear of his man! Near post! Neymar Jr. Clinical as always
and
for Mr. Chester.
And forth it goes. The pendulum swings in the direction of Chester this time. And Josh once again has all the work to do.
We're not watching any of the replays here though. This game is not over. We still have 15 minutes on the clock. Let's see, can Josh pull another one back? We've seen him do it before. Come back from behind twice. Can he do it again?
Here
we go. Zaha! Can he do it? Sweats it across goal.
Can't quite get it past Allison as he's able to pounce on it.
That is so unfortunate.
And the counter-attack is pouncing.
Goalkeeper's there to Stegen, heads it out of play. He saw the goalkeeper movement, but he just didn't react in time. It's so unfortunate. Chester knows he doesn't need to come forward. Is he going to slow down the play or not?
He didn't want to after that one. Wanted to secure himself the win. A goal here would surely end it all.
Here we go. Neymar does a bit of skill. PK, not Van Dijk. Solid defending. Mendy coming forward now. Eder plays over the top to Dembele. Not really the pass you want, but Van Dijk's tracking him.
He's able to keep it in.
He can get past him. Can he find another pass? He needs to play it to a different player now. Keep control of the possession. Eder gives it to Messi!
Messi
near post! He's done it! He's done it! Josh, I cannot believe he's done that. Messi with a fantastic goal in the 83rd minute.
Once again, we're back to tie game.
Wow.
As Messi ties it up in the 83rd minute.
Very impressive from Josh.
Josh and Chester are giving us an absolute game here. This is scenes in the Belong Arena Clash
Absolute
studio.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, so Mr. Nelio has come back. He's 7-5 now. 2-goal differential. Can he do it? Can he do it? He needs to if he wants his team to have a chance of winning. But here comes Chester. Oh, he cannot. Great defending. Last-ditch defending, don't get me wrong. But it's so close, Mr. Chester. Can he get a chance on the ball? Again,
he's trying to fight through it, but he can't quite get there. He's desperately trying to avoid this golden goal situation.
I think Josh needs to hold on now. But he's played it through. Messi, Eder, he's got the pace, got the dribble and cannot get past him. Really well defended again. But Messi's regained it. Here comes Zaha. Can he get it to Zaha? He can't. Defended so well. 90th minute. The referee is going to be holding up. It's 3 minutes of added time. PK, great defended. It is very close. I'm not going to stop talking. Zaha, can he find the ball? He can't. Really well defended again. Here comes Semedo. Semedo, he needs to run up the wing. Messi, can he play out wide? Zaha now. Messi running forward. Eder, there's an overlap. Can he find the pass? Oh, he's going to run it, take it back a little bit. Oh, straight into Alisson's hands. Surely that's going to be full time and a golden goal.
Are we going to go to golden goal out here and that's going to be it?
Yes, golden goal. We've got one. Let's go. Oh, boys, ladies, gentlemen. Oh.
7-6. One more goal.
Oh, my Lord.
We could see double golden goal decide this.
Just so you know, this has never happened in Arena Clash. I've almost already lost my voice. 7-6. Can Mr. Nelio tie it up? Smogs, just please let it happen.
Smogs' mum is calling him. It's time to come home for dinner. Suddenly.
Yeah, you gotta quit the game, mate. Sorry. But either way, we will be getting into a golden goal. I don't actually know what's going on, but we do have a golden goal in this very game between Josh and Chester.
How did the Macca's game go?
Back and forth. Chester with a lead. Josh with a lead. Absolutely crazy. Honestly, I cannot put into words how insane this has been.
So back and forth, but we've seen Chester when he has to play, when he has the pressure on him to play offensively, he has been that much better than Josh. Josh, when he's been able to play at even pace and control out the game, he has been so much better.
Definitely.
But the moment you back Chester into a corner, he is ready to strike.
Definitely. I feel like the thing is, though, if you do put the pressure on Chester, like, you can tell that he does play a lot less, like, attacking. Oh, honestly, it's so nervous. So, here we go. These are the scores so far.
Oh.
Marshall, Maka, 1 goal difference. Smogs, Nelio, still 1 goal difference. It's... Okay, that's the final in the Marshall and Maka game. The Smogs, Nelio game still going. Chester and Josh going to golden goal. Josh needs to win this one for the Pirates for there to be a chance of them taking this one.
And this golden goal,
We
don't want to take away from the Smogs Nelio game, but we're going to be watching this one. This golden goal could decide it all.
Here we go. We are now going into the golden goal. This is serious, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very exciting.
And Chester comes bursting out of the gates. He's going for it. He wants to end it all immediately.
It's going to be a corner. It's going to be an early corner for Mr. Chester. Let's see what he can do. We know he's got the dribbling technique. We know he's got the skills. What's he going to do?
Nice moves.
Politano, we know he has got the dribbling technique. Militao, not
Maybe
the man
an
you
opening.
want, cuts inside, gives it to the Militao, cannot find the man. Crespo gives it away again. Kante, Mbappe! Mr. Chester has done it through Kylian Mbappe. He will be taking the point for the Steelers, and that will be the Steelers taking the points overall and keeping them on top of the table. We'll have the final scores coming up very, very shortly. What can you say about that other than Chester is clinical?
Heartbreak for the Pirates, however, but they force Teesside all the way to golden goal in the final game of the day.
Yep.
And they drag them through the mud to get them there, but the Teesside execute yet again, and they show why they are our champions.
Exactly. Alright, it wasn't pretty. It definitely hasn't been pretty. You know, there's been a lot of goals conceded.
I mean, there's 13 goals in the Smokes Elio series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they did what it takes. You know, they've been through the trenches and back, and here we go. The final scores are coming up here.
Yeah,
wow.
that Smogs Nelio series did end that way, so it is 6-3 at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Absolutely insane.
But still so close both ways for the Portsmouth Pirates. They almost made the dream come true.
Yeah.
They fought all the way through it, but couldn't quite close it out at the end.
Definitely. The first set of fixtures, don't get me wrong, I feel like the Steelers definitely had a grips on most of the games, apart from the 2 Smogs ones, unfortunately. But, you know, in the last set of fixtures, oh my lord, it was close. And they had to fight for those points. And they had to make the Steelers work for it. But congratulations to the Steelers. They have taken the point. They will remain on top of the table, on top of the peak on group number 1. And the Pirates will remain in second place for now.
And some uncharacteristic struggles for Chester, you have to say. But all the same, when he was called upon to perform, he performed. When he came into that second game, knowing he was 3-1 down, he shone. He outplayed. He made the attacking moves he needed to. And in that golden goal, all we saw was his attacking moves. Because he kept his foot on the accelerator and never let off.
Yeah, Josh didn't even get a chance, did he, bless him?
No,
like, he didn't even get a chance to come forward. But, you know, I did see that they changed stadiums, you know. I think Chester hosted the third game. So maybe the light difference could have played an effect. You know, that thing can unfortunately play effect the shadows. But you know, it looked so good for Chester. You know, although he did concede a lot of goals, Josh played insanely well to make him look that shaky. But you know, he sealed it, and that is what you expect of your MVP player. What a fantastic game for week 4 of the Arena Clash FIFA 20 season. So we'll quickly be going to a short break. Do not go anywhere. I've been George GNC. This has been Sin. We'll be right back.
scared of water, too scared of water. And I hope that one day you'll find me again. We can run to the top of the mountains. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Just give me a hand and we'll run far from here, away from curfews you have and all those things you hold dear. It would be stupid to throw it away, so let's get out on this boat and stop your crying for days. I wanna see the sea, but amazingly I'm too scared of water, too scared of water. And I hope that one day you'll find me again. We can run to the top of the mountains. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Show me all you know. Tell me what you know, and show me all show me all you know. Tell me what you know, and show me.
Welcome back to the FIFA 20 Winter Arena Clash special. My name is George GNC and I am joined by my good friend and co-caster on this very special occasion, Sin. What a fantastic game we had before the break. It was absolutely insane between the Steelers and the Pirates.
But
Honestly,
what I'm taking note of is the attire, a man of the people here.
yeah, so Norfolk Nighthawks, my boys, you know, they're not in FIFA because... don't know why, but they're still my boys.
Because you don't go there enough to
they're
play.
still my boys, you know, got to represent the home team. Either way, you know, fantastic last game. Really, really impressed with how it went. I apparently this next series as well is going to be incredibly good. I have got some inside sources that have told me that both of these teams are very, very, very
some
close.
Inside sources?
Yeah, telling me these teams are very close. You know, in rankings they are very, very close together. It's going to be a very good game. So we have got the Spartans versus the Guardians coming up. We have got the teams here. So we've got the Spartans with JR Turner, Mr. Lunatic, Big Ticket, and NHVM. So it's going to be a very interesting one. I think Merriam's actually playing. NHVM is playing in this one. And for the Guardians, we've got Bass Fergie and Davatron. So it's going to be very, very interesting indeed.
And it's another one of these series where we see 4 players against 3 again. So it'll be interesting to see if they do opt to use that substitute, if there is a difference in form between players. Yeah,
definitely. But we have got for the first game coming up, I'm pretty sure we have JR Turner versus Bass, Lunatic versus Fergie, and Big Ticket versus Davatron. So we have got Big Ticket starting in the opening game. Let's see how he gets on. Haven't seen too much of him yet, but the Spartans are pretty decent, I've heard.
Yeah, the Spartans have been actually doing pretty well across multiple of the Arena Clash titles. I think they've had they have a lot of traffic there, and it seems to be working out for them. I'm excited to see how they perform in this one as well, because I believe they're currently 1-1 in their group.
Yeah. They're
And Tyneside's 2-0, I believe, currently. So they are. This is an interesting clash, as it can really decide at least second place right now.
Yeah,
very
definitely.
openly. Yeah,
I feel like, to challenge the Claymores, you have to be extremely good.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's on that level.
It's very difficult to challenge the Claymores, like you're saying, but we're going to need to see if either of the teams show the caliber to do so, and taking down the other, at least relatively cleanly, has to be the start to that.
But here we go, we are into game. So it is going to be JR Turner in the red kit, and it's going to be Bass in the blue grey kit. Not really too sure, but either way, it's going to be a very interesting game. So yeah, to challenge the Claymores, you have to be exceptionally good, and there's no shots fired at any of the players or any of the teams. But it's very, very difficult for them.
Yeah, last season it was T-Side that actually did threaten the Claymores and were able to take them down. And if we can see Pirates at least contest them, then maybe the Pirates can look to try and contest the Claymores.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? If we get to the final and it comes around again, the Pirates versus the Steelers in the final. We've seen them.
Oh god, if it was anything like that last series, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's almost like one of those like crazy storylines in wrestling where they face each other and it's a squash, and they face each other again down the road in a few years, and it's a really close contest.
And then the Kingston Harriers come out of the wings with a steel chair.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
But
dream
there
setup.
you go, early
off
chance.
the post,
Hits
just wide.
Hit the post. Yeah, it's very unlucky there. Not too sure who that was for. Maybe Saint Maxime. I'm not too sure. But either way, a very early chance. Quite unlucky. Here we go.
There's
So
Traoré.
Traoré coming forward.
Second
very
shot
unlucky.
for Traoré so far.
I think we have to. Something has to be said. So JR Turner.
Yep.
He doesn't have. He has the in-game commentary on, and unfortunately, we cannot change this. Oh no, he has everything off. Sorry, it's
All
even
sound
worse.
off.
All sound off. No ambience. It's just silent. It's silent in there. Absolutely atrocious. What do we tell every player before we start? Please make sure you leave the ambience on. There's a chance red time finish, and oh my lord, Timo Werner, how have you not buried that? So a slap on the wrist for JR Turner. Don't do it again, please.
See, I actually, like, you meant to turn the game sounds way up, like the sound effects of the tackles, the ball, everything, because
The crunch.
like, I mean, your reaction to sound is a lot quicker than your reaction to sight.
Right.
So having your sound turned up really high allows you to react quicker to things, and if you got the sound off, it means it's a lot harder to react to things.
Is that why I'm so bad at video games? Because I usually just have music on.
I know
over everything.
I remember there was a big thing in League of Legends about this a couple of years ago where people react to sound cues, so they turn the sound way up just on the in-game sound effects.
Here we go. There's a chance again. Saved, though, by David De Gea, I think that is. Is that actually true?
Yeah.
Oh, I might
Completely true, and it is Neuer in goal for JRT right now.
So let's see how JR does. So far, had a chance with Timo Werner. Should have scored it, but it was a red time finish. Mashed the B button, which is a bit rough. But, time finishing's a lot... it's toned down a lot this year. You don't really need to use it.
Okay, Martin, do we have to go for this
Here we
song?
go, Werner. Oh! Very, very unfortunate.
Your job is DJing, Martin. Can you change the song?
Do you not like this song?
No, I don't like the word bass being repeated 40 times in my ears.
Bass.
Bass.
Like biscuit bass.
Or are they just Guardian supporters and they're saying bass?
No, they're singing on bass. They're singing on bass in this game. So they're saying bass, bass, bass. Come on, bass, bass. You get me?
If we're gonna pretend so, then sure.
Okay, cool. If that makes you live with it a little bit better. But here we
It
go.
helps me
Bass
sleep
is
at
coming
night a little
forward.
bit
Ozil
easier.
gives the ball to Sissoko. Can he find the second player? Traoré now on the ball. Gives it to Sissoko. In the box. Got plenty of time, but doesn't do anything with it. And JR Turner actually able to win it back. Bellarabi now. See what Bellarabi can do with the ball. Gives it to Kai Havertz. Havertz has got room. Play the ball through Van Dijk though. Solid as ever in the defence.
Yeah, it's been a really slow-paced game so far. Not really much showing, and it kind of shows that it's the first game of the night for both of these players. Very much feeling each other out, not playing aggressively, and like coming off of that last game where we saw Chester and Josh just running at each other,
Yeah.
slamming fists into
Bit
each
of a
other as quickly as
different
possible.
pace, isn't it?
Yeah, It was very much that kind of Doomsday versus Superman moment where they punch each other back and forth until one of them stops getting up.
Yeah, well, we found out what Mr. Chester's kryptonite was in that game. He is Superman, and that is, that is Josh.
Yeah, it's that aggressive style of play that Josh put on, and it made Chester make mistakes. But the moment that Chester had control, he was able to take over. But this game,
we're not
really
seeing
just
that.
not being pacey
We're
at
not
all.
seeing. We're not seeing that. In
like
this
we're
game.
seeing a lot of hopeful balls, but most people staying back. It's really only been one man forward consistently on both sides, and they're slowly trying to build up the pace.
It's it's definitely different to what we saw in the last few games, mainly because JR's actually 100% playing drop back defense, one depth. 100%, without a doubt. As soon as Bass gets the ball, look where his defense is. He's coming forward. All right, they're coming up now, but watch as soon as Bass gets the ball. You can even watch on the mini map. But he has got quite a lot of he has got width on quite high because his defenders are certainly spread out. But here we go. Bellarabi's on the ball now. Sabitzer to Timo Werner. Timo Werner can definitely finish a goal if he gets a chance, but a little bit of a strange interaction there. Bellarabi gives it to Sabitzer.
Oh, nice deflection. Is going to go for a corner as the space opened up for a shot, but it was blocked pretty effectively.
Yeah, definitely. It was blocked well out for the corner. It's going to go out for another one now. Can JR Turner do something decent with it? Can't waste these opportunities.
Going for another short one again. Maybe trying to cut it back into the centre, but it does get cut out.
Here we go, though.
The counter-attack is on.
Bass is coming forward. Traore now gives it to Bernard. Let's see what he can do. Can he find Traore?
Oh,
no,
offside,
he can't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but he chooses not to pass it. Doesn't need to. He's got another man running.
Traore
just forcing the defence back.
Unfortunately, a little bit too preemptive on those runs both times, as he wanted to pass to him, but it was a split second too late.
It's actually a common tactic from players. So they get the player to run through to get the player's defence to keep stepping back. Then they get more room in the midfield so they can then work it around a bit more. You very often see the player choose to not play that pass.
But the thing is, you could see him have these opportunities for passes, and then when they didn't work, he ended up just standing there, nearly getting tackled.
It frustrates me too. I see a man going through, and I'm like, pass it. Go on, pass it. And they choose not to pass
and
it.
Instead,
and
they get
why?
closed down by the defense because they're not willing to make that pass. And if they're not trying to make the pass, then what's their game plan there at all? As you're saying, cutting back to the midfield, but they're not doing so.
But as soon as we say we've started, it's actually half time already. 0-0. I think this is the first game where it's been 0-0 at half time.
Oh, I'm feeling that team name.
Yeah, but the question is it Yu-Gi-Oh? Or is it Twisted Fate?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or is it Twisted Fate?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or is it Twisted Fate?
It's not Twisted Fate.
Or is it Twisted Fate?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or is it Twisted Fate? It's in the heart of cards.
I wasn't even aware he said that. That's how little that matters.
Is it TF though?
No.
I know it was TF. Thanks for clarifying on that one. Nah, just kidding. It is probably Yu-Gi-Oh, but either way.
Martin, when you apologised at the start of the day, now I'm feeling it. Yeah.
I've tried to be very good so far with my things.
Yeah, can we bring Stan back though?
Huh? Honestly, if you want Stan to do
I want
FIFA,
Stan
feel free. Me and Matt will go do League, shall we? That would be
Oh god,
interesting.
watching Matt flame someone for just walking into top lane after he
What do you
reached the
mean?
red buff.
What do you mean? Matt doesn't flame? Oh dear. But,
it's been a fairly slow-paced one so far, though. It's the second half. We're hoping to see it pick up a bit, as neither of these players really made much of a chance yet, and we don't want to see this go into a 20-minute-long golden goal segment. So I'd rather somebody does try and play more offensively.
Honestly,
there's been very few opportunities.
If it goes to 0-0 at full time, I think that's probably the first, or at least only a handful of times.
Oh, but here might be an opportunity. Can't cut it back into the centre as he gets an interception. Now going to pass it back in.
Timo Werner talking about it. I was saying, could it go to 0-0 at full time? It cannot. Timo Werner with a fantastic finish. I'm wondering what card that is because he literally came out with an inform a few days ago.
But JR Turner, he's found a few of these spaces with Timo Werner where he's not quite found the shot. This is the first time he's really been given that opportunity, and when he does, he buries it.
He did bury it. Definitely did. Really nice finish from Werner. Great power, great finesse. There it is, in form, 85 rated Timo Werner, 93 pace, 84 dribbling, 84 shooting. Beautiful card. And he's also got 4-star, which helps.
That definitely does, but right back into the middle, Traore, and it's...
He's actually
really
still there. Here comes
so
Bass
far.
Traore. Great save.
Oh, but
Rebound. There we go. Bass has actually equalised with Scream Bernard. We're looking at cards saying this is beautiful. That is a nice card. 89 pace, 88 dribbling, 83 shooting, 84 passing, I think that was.
Pretty well balanced card, yeah.
Really nice, especially for a left mid. Really, really nice. Really, really nice indeed.
So I'm interested to see how this game continues to go out, because the pace suddenly increased. This pace suddenly dramatically increased between where it was before in the previous half to where it is now. And the fact that it went 0-0 for so long and now suddenly they're actually able to find these goals and break through the defense has worked wonders for them.
Yes, I agree, Sin. I definitely agree with that statement. But you know, it's been looking good so far. It's been looking good for both teams.
And now going in towards the attack, can't find Traore, still miles out from the center, can't quite find it. It's going to be shut out, but the route now bursting away onto the other side is JR Turner. Let's see if he can find an opportunity. He's wide open in space.
Oh, what a screamer from JR Turner! As we have the you know,
by Ash,
the repairs man coming to fix the set. But what a fantastic goal from JR Turner! Definitely one of the ones with in the running.
Yeah, really strong
goal
breakaway.
of the week.
And it's unfortunate that we were so distracted by something else for the meantime, because it was a great goal.
We like to have fun here at Arena Clash, don't we? But here we go, Bass coming for banana!
Off
Hits
the post! And
Very
can't
unlucky.
find a rebound. Bursting back the other way again is JR Turner. 2-1 up. The pressure is on to Bass, and we'll have to see how he responds.
The infamous black box has arrived, but here we go. Bass, Sissoko now. He's actually finding a lot of space.
Nice
Gives
back
it to
pass.
Bernard. Yeah, really nice back heel there. Really nice. Very clean. You know, he's making the run through, trick the defenders. But
Out
unfortunately
wide
couldn't
here.
come to anything. Koeman out wide.
Sabitzer through to Timo Werner and Havertz in the center. A little back and forth, but they find Muller, who opens up to a shot, but right into the arms of De Gea.
Yeah, really nice save. Straight at De Gea, obviously, but again, you know, good save nonetheless.
Well held, no rebound given.
Muller didn't really need to shoot there. He probably could have taken it a little bit further. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't really pick and choose for these things.
Yeah.
You okay, you got a bit of a
I'm
giggle.
fine.
Yeah, you're fine?
I'm fine.
You sure?
I'm fine.
Okay, I agree.
But Bass has all this pressure on him, and he seems to just be giving up the ball to JR Turner. And when JR Turner gets the ball, he doesn't just hold on to it, he pelts it up the other side of the field. He is running with it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, honestly, Turner is looking pretty good. I know he's only got a 1-goal lead, but he's still looking very, very good.
And he's looked like the player more likely to score throughout. He's had way more opportunities, and even in the last couple minutes where Bass has found a couple ways into the box, it's never looked like Traore's actually had a chance on net, really.
Yeah, definitely. It's been mostly counter-attacks, really.
Exactly.
Like for Bass. But here we
Muller
go.
looking for
JR
space in the
Turner.
center. Long shot, but he would have been offside, so
Forced
can't
an awkward
respond.
save. Forced an awkward save, though, out of the goalkeeper, to be honest.
And so now, turning it back the other way is Bass. He's got members to follow. They're lining up with the defense. If you get it past with a through ball, but no, it is going to be cut out and given back to Neuer, delivering it back.
Well
Up
defended.
the wing. Yeah, solid defense, closing it down well.
Again, you know, it's still 2-1. It's been a slow game. It's been actually impressively slow, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you know you've still got another 90 minutes on top of this, you can afford to play it more aggressively.
I don't say slow as an insult either, just so you know. I actually find...
Slow is controlling, yeah.
Slow is controlled, exactly. That is what we like to see in Arena Clash, most definitely. Because, you know, we have all these fast-paced games. And
The slower you play, the more information you get to take in before making a decision. And that just generally speaks to a smarter style of play.
here we go. Traore goes for the shot. Great save.
But the best players, of course, are those who can continue to make those decisions, take in as much information, but at a much faster pace.
What? I'm sorry. I don't know if you can, but please, can we have a replay of that? That was very interesting. That was interesting. Wow. So, that was a corner from Adama Traore in the 88th minute, I think.
It was the corner kick, yeah.
88th minute, a corner kick from Traore. Very, very awkward, and I don't know what happened, but it looked like...
It looked like he just hit it to nobody at the start.
It looked like he kicked the flag, and the flag hit the ball.
Honestly, I think he assumed he had somebody there to pass it short to, and just pumped a short ball.
Either way, it was awkward, but 2-1 at full time. JR Turner, fantastic work. You know, it's a slow-paced start to the game, but that's exactly what we like to see. We do like to see different styles of football.
Yeah, this is a much more slow-paced one, but it means that with only one goal in it, it's still very easy to come back from if you are Bus. And I want to see a little bit more explosiveness out of the gate from JR Turner, because he's shown when he is pressing up and he is playing forward, is playing aggressive, he can do it pretty well.
Action replay time. Let's have a look, see what that corner was all about. So, as you can see, it's still us. Hello, we are in real time. It's not the previous.
Yeah, it's just
previous us.
This is just when JR Turner was slowing down the game. He was just happy to wait it out.
Yeah, he was like, just slowing down the game. Doesn't need to rush or anything like that.
He doesn't want to make any mistakes when he knows that Bass is playing far more aggressive than he is at this point.
Here we're going to see the corner come up. Traore plays it to Bernard, back to Traore, and then he's going to force the save from the keeper.
Yeah,
now,
his first real
please keep your eyes on the corner flag. I do want to know what happens, because this was very... Yeah, what? Sorry.
He just kicks it to nobody.
There's no way that he pressed A. Like, there's no way. He didn't press A there. He didn't even have a chance. The animation doesn't play that fast. The player ran up from where the cameraman was to the ball and kicked the ball.
Ooh.
Like, that's a... Oh... EA! Obviously.
F's in the chat.
A big F in the chat.
F's in the chat.
It's just one of those ones. I think he might have just pressed A. Who knows? But
Yeah,
anyway,
I think he did, because like normally you're holding the bring a player to the corner as the corner animation starts, so they're already there once the animation's ready. And he just hit it to nobody. Nobody was there. The player hadn't come short yet. And you saw those two players. Nobody else is moving. Just the two players running towards the slowest hell ball from all the way across the box.
They were just confused. I think they were like, "Wait, what?
Like, oh, is that for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know you assumed that I was there, but
yeah.
You shouldn't assume that I was there. Obviously,
just pointing at the guy literally on the other side of the box. Where were you?
What are you doing? Like, this is for you." For the goalkeeper, but either way, great first game of the aggregate, and we will be getting into the second game right now, and so let's see how it goes. It's going to be Baz in the blue and JR in the white kit this time. So let's see how it goes. Baz coming forward now with Traore, finds the ball in the box. He cannot, plays it back out to Sabitzer. Do you want to know what's even more impressive?
What is?
The actual in-game display.
Yeah, the in-game score display is gone as well.
How have you broken the game this badly, Martin? What have you done? Oh, there we go. We have
There
light.
we go. Now we just need to hope we get an in-game score.
Yeah, because if not, I'm not going to know any of the players' names. Oh, dear.
Yeah, the numbers are pretty hard to read from here, unfortunately.
Okay.
So JR Turner.
Honestly, I'll try and call it, but here we go.
Well,
so
remember
Van
who
Dijk
he had
cuts
last
the ball
game,
out.
yeah.
Traore. I can tell a few of them. Traore coming forward. Can he find Bernard? Plays the ball out wide to who I think is Bernard. Plays it into the box, who also could be Bernard.
And going to be cleared out, but who could also be Bernard.
It could also be Bernard, but I think that might be Mbappe. Okay,
Is that going to be the thing now? Every player on the field's named Bernard.
We're going to have to rewrite the way we do this.
Like,
so
everybody on the field is Bernard, apart from Traore, because he has blonde hair, and you can tell him.
You can tell the blonde hair makes it easier to tell. But yeah. So Bass has got the ball now.
Did he have Pogba in the back?
I think so. That's Pogba on the ball there.
Yeah, I think that's Pogba.
But coming forward now, Kante's on the ball, pacing it forward. Can he find Pogba? He doesn't need to. Plays it forward. Traore in the box.
Very single-touch passing style that he wants to go for once he's launching these attacks. He wants to keep the pace up, but JR Turner's still got that 1-goal buffer.
Here we go. Bass coming forward now. He's got the ball in the
Ends
box.
up tackled by his own player.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate, really, isn't it? But Pogba gives the ball to Kante. Can he find the right pass? He does. Traore on the ball now. Can he find Bernard? He's got lots of space. Goes to the shot. Oh, great save forced out from David De Gea.
And
Manuel Neuer.
already a
Oh,
much...
they're back!
Hey!
Praise the Lords.
But a much different start here from JRT and Bass. As Bass is playing much more aggressively and actually looks like he has a chance of scoring. We've seen a couple of shots already. 4 saves from Neuer. And it's meaning that JRT has way more pressure on him.
Yeah, definitely. But can we see Baz come back here? He's 2-1 down. You know, it's not a million miles away from him. He's got plenty of time to do so.
Oh, almost finding a nice through ball there. It would have been one-on-one, but unfortunately can't make it happen.
Ozil, though, coming forward now. Not the greatest player, unless, of course, it is the Scream Ozil, who is fairly okay, very average. But here we go. On his left foot, he's going to go for the finesse. He's not. Hold it up for too long, though. Defender going to come and regain the possession for his team now. Marco Reus gives it to Havertz, to Hernandez. Witzel. It's a very solid German team we're looking at. So he's got like
yeah, it seems to be
Hazard,
like a lot of
Reus.
chemistry. Yeah,
that's what you need in these teams. You do need the chemistry. It really does help. A few players on 7 chemistry isn't too bad. So if you play like a right mid at centre mid, he'll get 7 chem. But if you play a striker at centre back, he'll get 1 chemistry or 0, depends on if you're on a manager. But here comes Traore. You know, I'd have liked to see him either go near post there or just finesse it around the goalkeeper.
It's been a much more aggressive start, though, from Baz, and he is finding these opportunities. He's trying to find his way through the defence, and he's forcing mistakes like that.
Traore's got the ball now. Can he get through again? No. Hernandez there to block it. Bellerin, though. Kante piling on the pressure now. Can he make it count? Traore, he's nicked it back in the box, and he's gone and hit the post. So unfortunate.
I believe that's the third time this series that he's hit the post.
Yeah.
Just being denied by that 12th player, that steel bar.
Getting a little bit unlucky there. Just a little bit unlucky. Tiny bit.
Just a little.
Just a little. But here comes Robertson coming forward now. Lucas Moura, Bernard. Can Bernard find the right pass? Goes back to Sissoko. Back up to Bernard now. Just playing it slowly. Doesn't need to. Gets the CDMs involved. Doesn't need to force any of the passes.
He's slowed it down a lot more, but he's looking for opportunities and he's forcing mistakes on the response because there are so many members up. It makes it that much easier to block on these escapes from JR Turner. He's not being given the ability to launch these really quick counterattacks that he did last time.
It's interesting because although JR Turner is winning 2-1, he definitely looks on the back foot in this game so far.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Kante, though, now coming forward for this team for Bass. A pretty decent BPL team with a few little mix and match players in there.
Yeah, it's a constant here pressure for Baz in the half of JR Turner, and like we said, just where JR Turner is being forced to go for these more risky long balls, it's making it so much easier to cut out, so much easier to close down.
Ozil plays it to Bernard. He's got 4 men forward here. He's got his left mid, right mid, cam, and striker forward. Now Kante coming forward. Again, bringing the centre defensive mids into the play, giving them time to get into a decent position, but unfortunate there through Sissoko cannot find the correct pass.
And pushing forward is JR Turner, and he has a few members with him, but dropped back very quickly, has most of Baz's defense. It's going to be very hard to get through, so he's just slowing this down, passing it back to the defensive line.
This is the problem. Up again. When you play against teams that play like a quite deep defensive line, you really have to just play on the counter attack. You cannot it's so difficult to break down. So difficult. They've made it easier. They've toned it down since the first day of launch, but it's still very difficult to do. And a short pass there, very unlucky.
I know you're a man of patch notes.
I am.
You're a man of the studies.
Yeah, somewhat.
So What do the patch notes preach? OG
So,
and C?
they're called pitch notes for FIFA. Of course they are. Haha.
Of course
Funny
they
pun.
are.
EA Sports love their puns. So, on the pitch notes
We all
this
love our
time
puns
round,
here at Arena
I
Clash.
would say I would get my notepad, but unfortunately,
You spilled
my
an
water
entire
bottle
water bottle.
opened on my journey down to the arena, and all my notepads are completely soaked through. So I am actually quite upset about that because I've got like at least like 20 pages of
Well,
pitch
what do you
notes
have
and stuff.
in the mental notepad?
In the
then?
mental notepad, so recently, first time volleys, first time shots have been completely toned down. Also, the angle on which driven passes. So if you're facing the player, it's fine. If you're on a 90-degree angle to the player, it will just go completely wrong. Like we've seen
Is
a
it
few
more
times.
than 90 or is 90 still okay?
No, 90's terrible.
Okay.
Straight on though, it's fine. But if you it's like that.
If I'm passing in front of me, it's fine. Anywhere beyond there,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah, so it goes from I think it's like 80%, 80% accuracy, 80% success rate or something like that.
Yeah.
And then here is like it's 40.
Oh god,
so-
it drops by like
Yeah,
half.
yeah. So it can still work, but it's just a lot lower. Also, drop back got nerfed severely recently. Well,
I mean, we've seen how strong it's been just today, so you can understand that. But even so, can't imagine how strong it was before.
let's not talk about that. But yeah, it gives people a lot of trouble in weekend league. But there you go again. You see, passes when they're not in a decent angle, they are being forced a bit awkwardly. But Havertz runs onto this one now. It's a really good pass. See, it was
He
an
wanted it on his
awkward-
foot there, but he had to get it on his head,
yeah, and
unfortunately.
he had to, because he'd positioned himself in such an awkward way. He had to lean back, and then he'd already used all of his strength to then lean forward.
Yeah.
It's just a really awkward one, and you can't really get any power behind it. But yeah, coming forward for Baz now. Can he nick it back in the box? He
Oh, he
can.
does.
Robertson just on the edge. He's going to look for the pass to Traore. Really nice pass. To Rodrigo now, a super sub, an impact sub. Wan-Bissaka. Again, not really providing the goods so far this week. Wan-Bissaka.
Really struggling, but
Here we go. Rodrigo. He's got the
Rodrigo.
ball. Sewell is absolutely huge. Like, he is a giant. It cuts out everything. So strong. He's actually got pretty okay pace as well.
JR Turner's trying to find these balls through, but he is being cut out by the defense very quickly. It's been a very different story to that of the first game,
Moura.
where his counterattacks were explosive.
Lucas Moura looking for a shot there, but just doesn't come off. Bernard goes for the turn. He actually gets better of his man. Goes to the shot near post. Great
Oh.
save.
Yeah, really nicely turned around the post, and it is going to be a short corner, very quickly cut down, but turned back
he's
into the
given it
box.
away. Here we go. Traore now plays it out wide. It's going to be intercepted by Marco Reus.
And turned right back by Van Dijk into the path of Bernard
Here
Moura.
we go. Moura! Near post. Fantastic finish.
And that's going to tie up
Wow.
this aggregate at 2-2 so far.
Actually, really close. I mean, I did say that it was going to be close, but this is interesting. JR Turner and Bass definitely on the same skill level right now. They are both looking very good. Both playing very well. I think Bass probably playing a little bit better than JR Turner in this one. But, impressive stuff from both the players. It's not a high-scoring game. I like to see that. High-scoring games all the time sometimes gets boring at the end of the day. Sometimes you like to see a slower game where you can, not take a breath, but you can review the game a little bit more.
Yeah, and so JR Turner has some pressure on him because he doesn't want to give the momentum of Bass heading into golden goal with a much better performance in this game too. He wants to show that he can compete. He wants to show that he can push forward and find some attacking opportunities because his shots in this game have been so much poorer than the last.
Here comes Adama Traore. I'm pretty sure it is. Traore now gives it to Moura, and there we go.
That's the lead for Bass, and suddenly this is turned on its head. He's 2-0 up in this one.
Yeah.
All the pressure's on JR Turner, who has not had more than a single shot on target this game. Oh, no, that's a
yikes,
shocker.
Kimmich. What are you doing, man?
And at 70 minutes into the game, JR Turner needs to make sure every single possession is made worthwhile.
Yeah,
And this might
definitely.
be the start.
Here we go, Gnabry coming forward. Can he find the right player? It's difficult.
Nice
It's very
idea, but
difficult.
can't connect with the man.
Yeah, so Van Dijk's just got the pace advantage there and the strength advantage. No real chance it was going through. Van Dijk, to be honest, he's just an absolute rock. Doesn't matter how good you are at defending. like in the game, Van Dijk makes you look like a god. Such a good card.
He just muscles everyone off the ball, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so easy to do so as well, and that's been why we've seen a lot of him today. It's been why we've seen...
Oh, he's expensive, though. He's
Yeah.
like 600k. So, and in terms of that, that's like, you know that that Walcott card that I said was expensive?
Yeah.
That's like 3 of those, 4 of those. So, on that level, yeah, pretty expensive card, not going to lie.
And it's meaning it's pretty... it's meaning it's pretty hard to get a team that can compete with that right now, because if you're putting if you have to put that much into getting the best defender just to compete with the offensive capabilities of a lot of other teams,
Yeah.
then you have to kind of play budget elsewhere in some places.
Ooh, very close to being a penalty there. Lucas Moura, if he went down any earlier, I think there would have been a foul. But Bass now, can he find the man in the box? He can!
That's
Just
3.
slots it around the goalkeeper. It's not going to be Moura this time. It is going to be Bernard.
And J.R. Turner having a much more difficult time of it this time around. So now 2 goals left to play for, and he makes mistakes like this again. Unfortunately, he can't let that happen. 81 minutes, it looks said and done. He needs to score 2 goals in a very short space of time.
Robertson now coming down the wing, and JR not looking good for him.
This attack needs to turn into a goal, otherwise it looks all
Yeah.
done for him.
All done and dusted, signed, sealed, delivered. But, you know, it's one of those things.
Oh,
Bass
intercepts it.
Bass looked so good in this game. Honestly, JR hasn't looked anything like he did last game. And Bass definitely deserves to win this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, this seems to be it, and it will come to a total overall score of 4-2 on aggregate so far.
Rodrigo.
Maybe looking to go 5-2 as
He
Rodrigo
has
gets
the
in.
Pace. He definitely has the pace. Does he have the finish? No, no power behind it. And Neuer, a little bit of a show off there with a theatrical dive, but a good save nonetheless. J.R. Turner looking to come forward here. It's a little bit of time left, but not much at all. If he wants to even have a glimmer of hope to get a chance in the last few minutes, he needs to score a goal here. Can he do it? He's got the ball with Hazard now. Back to Witsel. Royce to Witsel. To Werner. Werner's in a dangerous position. Havertz!
Oh!
So-
smothered by
so
De Gea.
close. Very
And
well
that
played.
is going to be it.
Yeah, I
Nothing
think
can
he's gonna
change
see
the
it out.
result. The scoreline may change, but the overall result does not.
Yeah, it's been difficult for J.R. Turner. Bass has played so well in this one, and he's looking for another one, but he's not going to get it. Is going to be full time. It's what it is. J.R. Turner, very unlucky, but Bass well deserved in that one.
And we'll have to see what the scoreline was in the other games as well, because I'll be interested to see how it's matching up right now. Last series we had was very close.
It was very close indeed. You know, it was a good game. It was definitely a very good game. But in the second game, J.R. Turner did just not show up at all.
And
He looked pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, not flamey bad,
he found
but,
nothing. Like, he was playing a counter-attacking style in the first game,
Yeah.
and in the second game he got closed down every single time. It was adapted too
literally.
well by Baz. I don't think
Yeah,
you can entirely
maybe.
just discredit J.R. Turner and blame it on that. I think Baz adapted to it very well and showed that he knew how to deal with that style.
I think that's what we need to put it down to. Like, enough of like saying, "Oh, JR just didn't play that well." You know, I think Bass
He did the same thing
really-
he did in the first game.
Yeah, Bass really did adapt, and he did well at that. But we are going to be showing the results for series 1 through to 6 now on this one, as we won't be able to show the second series on this one. So currently, as it stands, coming into the third fixture, it will be the Tyneside Guardians taking a 4-2 lead over the Stratford Spartans. Lunatic winning the first game.
Big Ticket not having a good time so far, losing 9-2 to Davitron and 8-2 to Baz.
Big Ticket very unlucky, but I have had word that we are going to see NHMN Merriam subbing in for the Spartans.
Replacing
we are going
Big
to see
Ticket.
the substitute come into play for Big Ticket. Is that correct? For Big Ticket? Yeah, for Big Ticket. There we go.
Okay, so I'll be interested to see if that can change it up. It is kind of backs against the wall, as we see it's 4-2 right now, similar to where we were in that last series, where it all came down to the wire.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how it goes, and I'm pretty sure it will be NHMN up in action live on stream. I'm pretty sure it will be. There we go.
So in the first game of the night, Unfortunately, going up against a player who has already warmed up on stage and has already...
I'm sure she will have been playing Weekend League on one of the other consoles or something like that. Because currently it is Weekend League. It runs Friday through to Sunday. So, I'm sure that she's been playing.
But the thing is, how much time are you willing to commit to that when you could be subbed in at any moment? I think you have to be ready.
Yeah, that's true. Because you only get I think it's a minute between games or 30 seconds or something. So
you have to be ready to switch out.
You
can't really be playing other games, so I think there's going to be a lack of practice coming in. And that could show by a very slow pace at the start. We saw that in that very first game. We saw that in our first series of the entire day as well, which was just two players trying to feel each other out, and then once they understand how the opposing player is trying to defend, then working out how to go around that defense, push through that defense, and utilize their options effectively. If we see NHMN take this slowly, she could just get pounced on by somebody who's already warmed up and practiced.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, true actually. It plays a massive part in the game, whether you're, at the same level. And obviously, I feel like Weekend League is a bit of a different. It's a different level to Arena Clash. Arena Clash, it's a bit higher. Right, who is it? Tell me who it is. I'm bringing him up after the stream. Name and shame time. Is it Fergie? I think it's Fergie. Why have you left the commentary on, bro? Why? I cry every time. But here comes Zaha already coming forward. And it's a shame. It's a shame that the commentary had to be left on. I am kind of sad about that. Because, you don't want to hear... You don't want to hear... Who is it? Jeff Shreves? Or Martin Tyler and Andy Smith? I'm not sure who it is. But either way, you don't want to hear them. You don't want to hear... You want to hear George GNC and your boy Sin.
Your boy Sin.
Your boy Sin.
Is that my first name? Your boy.
Sin's too short. I need to make it a bit longer. So.
Hey, what up, demons? It's me, your boy.
Exactly, your boy Sin. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Sin, coming at you. But enough about names and stuff like that. Fergie in the red kit and NHVM is in the green kit, so we'll see how she gets on.
I've thought about doing some professional sports commentary. My family brought up the fact that I could do some ice hockey commentating up in Scotland for it.
Right.
So I was thinking about doing some of that, and it's interesting the parallel between that and sports commentary. But an opportunity comes in because the goalkeeper's out of the net.
Goalkeeper, what are you doing? Honestly, Fergie, you have been let off there, mate.
A scrap in the box almost costs them everything.
Here comes Marion, though. Aubameyang, Heung-min Son. This is a super team if I've ever seen one. Oh, Heung-min Son just gets tackled off the ball. Looking like an absolutely insane team. It's not like Messi's, Ronaldo's, and Mbappe's, but it's a Heung-min Son! And he is here to have a party. Look at that. Fantastic goal. 15 minutes in. And HVM taking the lead. And
the Korean superstar coming in clutch there, taking the first goal. And really, it's been because of the pressure that was applied early on into the game. And I believe it is, it's NHVM just pressuring into the box, forcing mistakes. And we said maybe we'd see some nerves coming into this. Maybe we'd see some slow pace. But no, the pressure that's been piled on by NHVM has been the difference maker so far.
Oh, finesse shot from Fergie, and this is going to go over the bar. Zidane says, come on, mate, get that one on target. But, that was a very nice
Virtual
effort.
Zidane.
Very, very unlucky. The best one is
Virtual Zidane has the biggest 5-head.
Yeah, he does have a 5-head, you are right. The best one is when you have two Guardiolas, you both have the same manager. They shake hands at the end of the half, and your captain is Guardiola. And the younger Guardiola comes over to the Guardiolas, shakes hand and goes, thanks, Guardiola. Oh, yeah, thanks, Guardiola. Nice one, Guardiola. It's just wow.
It's that meme image of
really?
Obama putting an award around his own neck.
I thought he was going to say Spider-Man, though.
It's a bit like that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite memes. Great. But yeah, great start from Miriam. We talked about being warmed up and stuff like that. She seems like she's on fire right now. She's not just warm, she is on fire!
Okay.
Do you not like that one?
No, but
no.
The aggression here and the move forward. A nice shot off from Mane is going to put her up 2-0. And the confidence coming through from an HVM is showing up.
Definitely. Sadio Mane looked absolutely destructive. Look at the strike, the power. There was even a bit of goalkeeper movement, but it's not going to matter. Mane smashing it into the top bins. You know, you were saying, you know...
This is a really strong team, though.
Yeah,
Looking at this,
really,
the front line
really strong, yeah. You're saying...
Son, Aubameyang and Mane?
Yeah, definitely. Really, really
Oh,
strong. But,
screamer!
what a rocket! Who's that from? Is that from Mane as well? I'm not too sure. I think it's from Lamar. Lacazette.
Lacazette
Wow.
on the other side, wow.
Absolute boomer. What a goal.
That's not the use of the word boomer I've heard recently.
Well, no, but this is a rocket. A absolute screamer.
Okay, boomer.
But here we go, Pepe coming forward. And also a very, very strong team on the side of Fergie. You know, Zaha, Pepe.
Zaha once again, though. We've seen Zaha's like very much focused on his dribbling and setting up other
Zaha
people.
got a chance. Oh, tell you what, just took the wrong avenue to run down there. Because he had time. If he'd have reacted fast enough, he'd have had time to switch in the other way. But chooses against
Possession
it.
actually lower for MHVM right now. Instead, it's just been very much these explosive counterattacks and finding really nice through balls. You see this one-touch passing really working out for her, which is able to pile on this pressure.
Definitely, it's looking very good right now. Looking very good right now. I'm trying to see where, you know, the rating, the drop in the rating comes from. Okay, Gomez. 80 rated, so that obviously helps. Cancelo 84 rated, Sanchez 83 rated. Yeah, so the top side of the pitch very, very, very high rated and strong. The bottom half of the pitch is a little bit less high rated, you know, kind of start.
So very much stack the deck at the top.
Yeah. You know, the right back through Cancelo, Sanchez, both very decent.
They've gone for the really ugly Liverpool jersey.
Oh, there's a chance. Yeah, I mean, you know, New Balance kit, not that great. Can't wait for the new Nike kit. What do you mean? I cannot believe you've done this. You're a bad person.
But the counter-attack coming through.
Yeah.
1 man versus 4. Can't quite find a ball through. Looking for an avenue on the run, but it got collapsed down on very quickly.
Chance!
And he's going for these screamers. He's
net.
making the moves for it. It's making Zidane angry, but he keeps trying.
Zidane's getting a bit frustrated down there on the touchline.
Don't make him use that 5-head.
Do not make him use that 5-head. Oh dear.
Wait till you see the icon Zidane. People get to have Zidane shake Zidane's hand.
Oh god. Wait. Zidane already out? Yeah, Zidane already has a baby card, so he's already out.
I mean, that's a baby card.
Baby Zidane.
Baby Zidane. Oh god.
The funny thing is, baby Gerrard is actually old Gerrard, like the oldest version of Gerrard. Because obviously his youngest part, when he was young in his career, that was debatably when he was at his best.
Right.
When he was like
I'd say his
19.
best, like, FA Cup win Gerrard, captain Gerrard.
Yeah,
I think that was
that's
best,
his prime.
best
That's his prime
yeah.
moment, or it was last year. And was it last year? No, I think his Champions League AC Milan was his last year.
Oh yeah.
But I think this year FA Cup Gerrard is prime.
I'm always a storyline guy, so I value the leadership Gerrard, the one who got injured and scored the winning goal in the cup final.
yeah. I agree. When he just said, I just hit it, I just went for it. I couldn't run onto the ball because I was injured.
Slapped it.
Exactly. But what a boomer. Not the common use of a boomer.
You mean Gerrard the boomer?
Gerrard, what a screamer. But
yeah, like
fantastic first half in the game. You know, NHMN is playing really, really well.
Yeah.
2-1 Untouchables versus Egg Fried Royce.
That's a name and a half.
What about Puyol Pants Down?
No, thanks.
No. What about Maca Raqueta?
Oh god.
There are a few more, but I think they're a bit
not safe for stream.
Yeah, not safe for a streaming environment. But either
not
way,
safe for job safety.
Exactly. Yeah, big true, actually. But here we go, Fergie coming forward. Lacazette goes for the chance. And
not going to get that one.
No
Tries to
power.
hit it on the turn.
That's one thing that got nerfed massively this year. Like, shots on the turn last year
Yeah,
were
I mean,
norm.
like, that's
This
just
year,
realism. You can't turn and shoot like that 180 degrees.
We saw Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain do it against Ghent, was it? This week just gone. He had a chance just on the edge of the box, and he was backwards on the ball, and he turned around, spun on 1 foot, smashed it, went top bins. So, you know, there is an air of realism to it, but when it's going in every time, That's just stupid. Oh my lord, what a tackle from Cancelo. Gets all of the ball, but all of the player as well. Nice. That's what we like to see. But yeah, you know...
Get as much of the player as possible as long as it's not a foul.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, referees don't allow that anymore, which I find disappointing, because that's what made the tackle good. But here comes Aubameyang. No real pace behind that shot. Berkey picks it up easy enough. And Fabinho now looking for Pepe down the wing.
Onside.
Four men in defence. You know, it's going to be hard to break this one down, but he's done it well so far.
Ooh.
And Sanchez, again, just there to clean up. Sanchez is basically who you get before you get Virgil van Dijk. He's around 50,000 coins, but still. Here we go, chance, Lacazette!
He's just budget Van Dijk.
He's pace, shooting, pace, defending, strength. He's got everything. But, you know, he's obviously just not as high rated as Van Dijk. But here we go, Fergie. He's got the ball with Mbabu. That might actually be the objective of Mbabu that came out just very recently. He got an 81 Europa League card. And Mbabu's insane as it is. But that card looks even better.
Oh.
Chances, rebound, and left, right, centre. Oh, it's just crept in. And that is so unlucky for the storyline. Zaha gets another goal. 2-2.
And that turns it to 2-2 after such a good start from an HVM. It's slowly turned around, and that one was a lot scrappier than the first. But now the pressure is on. They have to turn it around,
Fernandinho.
and instantly tries to do so. Gets a nice shot off, but it is off the keeper. Going to force a corner.
It's a good save. Goalkeeper movement, brings the goalkeeper out, chooses not to follow it the whole way, goes for a shot, does not connect. Martial though, Zaha now, gives it to Martial, up to Lacazette. Fergie's looking pretty good. His passes are looking very good, well intertwined. Zaha now, don't think he's got the pace to run onto that one, but he's in the right position, gets the interception, and Merriam will take this opportunity to get the ball away. Fergie though, again, in the correct positions all the time to get these blocks in, and
Heel to toe, not going to work.
Yeah, again, not gonna come off there for an HMN.
Yeah, the NHVM needs to find some pace, needs to find some ability to close this one out. Otherwise, it's been all Fergie for the second half.
Yeah, literally, it's been all Fergie at this point. But you know, it's at the end of the day, only the first game in the aggregate, 2-2. It's looking good, very even. So you know, it's going into the second set of fixtures. They both have things that they can do a little bit better. So we'll see how they do. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to call anybody out, Martin, but the name for the Spartans is NHVM. Pretty sure it's NHMN. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But either way, I might be.
I'm just going off what I got on screen, mate.
Yeah, no. I mean, I thought that it was because I can remember saying the name differently before, and then I looked at the player tag, and I was like, oh yeah, it's different. I'm confused. But either way, you know, this has been a really good game. Very, very close. Both players have had some great goals.
Yeah, the actual player tag in the game is different. But yeah, 2-2. But it has been all Fergie since the second half.
Martin. Oh, Mr. Producer Martin. We love you. Oh dear. But Fernandinho here. Aubameyang got a chance. Near post!
There it is! And the third goal after having it all turned around, taking it to 2-2. And HMN finds another goal to make this one another in her favour. And it is Aubameyang who gets it.
Wow, really, really good finish from Aubameyang. Near post, all the power you need. Goalkeeper got absolutely no chance. Here we go, Fergie coming forward again. Zaha, he hasn't got any stamina at all.
Oshiman.
That doesn't matter.
Oshiman, who's now fresh onto the field, replacing Lacazette. Gets an opportunity, doesn't quite bury it though.
He's got 10 minutes to show his fresh legs, show his team why he should be starting. But defender goes down there awkwardly in front of Zaha. I'll tell you what, I thought that was floating in top corner. That would have been an absolute beauty.
And tries to just pump it long.
Yeah,
keep it away as long as you can.
See if he can find she can find Aubameyang's head. Fairly tall, got good jumping. Ooh, is that going to be a foul? It is not. Gomez gets let off a little bit there.
Yeah, gets a bit lucky as it would have been a free kick outside the box, and this late, those can go. Those can change the entire pace of the game.
Definitely. I think that's offside though. 84 minutes, 5 minutes to go. Potentially could see another goal.
Yeah, and one goal is all it requires to at least close out this one. But then the aggregate.
Fergie, Osimhen plays it across. Pookie!
Oh, 3-3.
As I call it, potentially could be another goal, and he has got it right. That is Timu Pookie, Player of the Month.
Okay, there could potentially be another goal next game.
Yeah, but that's just silly, isn't it? Let's be real.
Well, yeah, but so is yours. 10 minutes left. There could be another goal.
Potentially, there could be another goal to come. Yeah.
In a ninth
Great
of the
prediction.
game, there could be a goal in some games where there's 9 goals.
Great prediction, as always, from George GNC. Fantastic work. Thank you very much, Sin. Appreciate that. Near post, Osimhen. Really well played to get that one away by Mr. Goalkeeper. Fergie coming forward, and Dombele gets the ball to Osimhen.
Ooh, that looked close. Could have been a penalty, but no, not given. It looked like it should have been then, personally, but...
You know, the referee's got eyes on the ground. We've got the bird's
See, that
eye.
binary coding was a 1 rather than a 0 this time, so it wasn't a penalty.
Wow. Nice. Nice. I like it. True.
I mean, it's as simple as that, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get it. Very true. But, either way, fantastic game. 3-2 to Fergie.
I hate these bear logos. They look awful.
Oh, yeah. They're not great, are they?
No, it looks absolutely awful. There's the brown flag waving
with a brown bear
on it.
The best one, they've got a Kraken one.
Yeah?
So you put it behind your goal and it's like a Kraken. It's all tentacles and
it's
pretty sick, yeah.
Oh, there's a team in the US. There's actually 2 teams in playoffs. One of them enters out over a giant figure of an octopus onto the ice during playoffs.
Really? That's cool.
And the other one enters through the giant mouth of a shark, and it's only during playoffs that they do it.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
But it's the Detroit Red Wings that enter under an octopus for some reason.
Interesting.
They had a big issue where every playoffs they have to ban people from bringing octopuses into the building because people keep lobbing them onto the ice during breaks.
Yeah. That's I can see that would be a bit of a predicament.
Yeah.
But fantastic game. Enough about ice hockey. Back to the football.
I'm just thinking about it.
I know. I'm just kidding. But 3-2. What a really good game.
Yeah.
A great finish. 3-3. Sorry. 3-3. Sorry. Great finish. Obviously, Fergie equalising in the dying embers of the game. Great prediction again, George CNC. But yeah, we'll see how it goes in the second game. Hopefully it'll be just as tight. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get ourselves another cheeky golden goal. Because you know we love them. Oh,
yeah, we do. But hopefully it lasts a little bit longer than 5 minutes like last time. That was the quickest golden goal I've seen, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had one before where it was literally they kicked the ball, literally ran down the other end, scored straight away. They kicked the ball, ran down the other end, scored straight away. But into the second leg, here we go. Let's see how it goes. And Fergie again in the red, and NHMN is going to be in the green and yellow kit.
Bursting out the gates this time, though, yeah, is Fergie.
But so is
the other way, yeah.
So is Miriam. She's
this is reminding me a lot of another series we saw with Chester and Josh earlier on, where they're both just running at each other during these early phases.
We cannot compare. We cannot compare. 2 completely different games. No, I'm just kidding. But it's good to see. You know, I do like a slow, I do like a good slow game.
Oh.
But here we go, Fergie with an early chance. Goalkeeper comes out.
Again, 1 touch too many.
Really well played from the goalkeeper. Coming out, sweep keeper again. But here we go, bouncing around, ping-ponging about like a pinball machine. And Aubameyang plays out wide to Traore. Doesn't come off. Gomez now. Oh, what a streamer. I think that was from Lacazette or Pepe. It's actually from Lacazette. Gomez could not defend that one at all. Really nice goal. Outside of the boot. You do not save those. You just do not save those.
Yeah, that was a really good shot. Ends up just screaming right around the side of the keeper. And that is going to be 1-0 as a much better start for Fergie this time around.
NHMN has to answer now. Really has to answer. The goal down. But, you know, this is how it went in the last game. When was ping-pong and back and forth in the scoreline. You know, went up 1 goal, drawing. went up 2 goals, drawing. That's just how Arena Clash is, to be honest. Like, and I would have it no other way.
And so far, it's been just that, exactly that, just back and forth play. And even though it was Fergie who got that brilliant goal, it's still been so back and forth since then. It's not been really dominance in terms of possession or in terms of aggression. It's been just possession and repossession.
Yeah, definitely.
One of those
exactly.
BBC shows, just repossession over and over.
I actually love those shows. They are so good. But either way, Fergie coming forward now. Can he get 2-goal lead? Chance, but blocked by NHMN's defence. Fernandinho battling for the ball in the midfield.
And they're just having a bit of cuddle in the middle as the ball trickles away.
Yeah, why not? He's got a man out wide asking for the ball, but he cannot find him. That's unfortunate. Roberto Firmino now, the Brazilian magician, is going to...
It's going to be a foul, yeah.
For a free kick. Firmino. What's he going to go for? Is he going to go short? No, he's
Or
actually
tries
going
to
for a
chip it
chip
over.
ball. No one's going to be there. That's actually really unfortunate. That was pretty decent.
It was a nice idea. Got it over the wall. Just nobody in there to sweep in behind and pick it up.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
That's really the first deeper opportunity for an HMN. Just instantly gone astray. So needs to make better use and better opportunity of this.
It's going to be a foul again for NHMN. Digne is going to boot the ball up far to the pitch. It's actually going to be received by Fergie,
who's
Not great
turning
free
this
kick.
one around. Yeah, trying to pump it through the middle. There's a runner outside on both
Chooses not to.
sides.
Just to go a different way, and the
get
defender
muscled
going to
off.
catch him straight up. Runner through the middle, might want to go for it. Oh, it's referee.
Doesn't want to let these ones play on today.
I mean, I don't know. The goalkeeper could have been coming out. The defender could have got in front. It's one of those ones where, you know, you'd rather, I guess, just give the advantage. But then again, he could have just let it play and wait until he knew 100%.
Yeah, doesn't want to play advantage at all, yeah.
And then just give the ball over as soon as the player touches it, but chooses against that. Sun now.
That's the one thing that exists in FIFA that I find so funny compared to real football is just like it lasts. You go on for another like 10-15 minutes of game time, and then when the ball finally goes out of play, they bring back a yellow card, and you can't even remember what it was for because it's been that long.
It has been so long. But in real life, like it goes out after like a minute, 2 minutes maybe, and you're like, oh yeah, I see yellow card.
Yeah.
But then even though 10 minutes in game is like literally
But so
a
much
minute.
has happened in that
Yeah,
minute.
because
that-
so fast paced.
Yeah, so
But
much
here
has
we go.
happened in that minute that you're like, what was the card for again?
Yeah, what was that? What happened? And then you watch the replay and you was like,
Oh.
what? I didn't do that. But here comes Fergie.
The better one is when you see it and you go, oh yeah, that looks like something I'd do. But
Yeah, literally.
just gonna go wide
Zaha
there.
with such a good opportunity goes wide for a goal kick for Allison. And 30 minutes into this game, it's looking like it's anyone's game so far. Very tight. Be interesting to see how Merriam can come back.
And now,
Really nice tackle. Aubameyang now. Son.
oh, Son.
Aubameyang's coming forward. We know he's got the pace.
Can't get it around the man though. Needed to try and cut it short if he wanted to get anything done there. Was never going to go
Yeah.
around the defender.
It's got such a quick defence. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's Kanji. For a centre-back, I think he's got 81 pace. For a centre-back,
Yeah, that's pretty high.
that is high for a centre-back. Like, usually you expect centre-back to have, like,
It's normally the wing-backs that have the pace.
70,
Yeah.
maybe 70 pace. But
It's normally the wing-backs that have that pace, yeah.
as the years go on, we actually are starting to see the centre-backs turn less from, you know, like, big old fat blokes to, like, actual proper athletes.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, a lot of that's because the age of centre-backs is coming
Oh!
down. Almost another one. He really wants to go for these, but
Yeah.
a lot of that is because the age of centre-backs is coming down more and more as well. It's not so much like you're looking at back in the day, it's 29, 30-year-olds consistently. Now
Yeah.
you're seeing a lot more young centre-backs.
you know, you got Gomez.
Yeah.
Van Dijk isn't that old. He's like 25, 26.
Yeah.
Got Joel Matip as well for Liverpool. I think he's around 30, but still, you know, the thing is, you're seeing a lot more teams play younger defenders. For Liverpool, you know, you got Alexander Arnold, who's just turned 19.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous. And he's already, like...
It's the investment in
just
younger
crazy.
British talent has been great over the last few years.
It
He
has
tries that chip again, but it does still finds no one, and he's got so many members forward that the counter-attack might be big, but is able to turn it. And he's still got members in place to turn this one around.
Here we go.
Quick
Aubameyang
counter-attack,
gives
Son
it
on the ball, but gets dispossessed. And turns around yet again. Can't hold on to the ball for quite long enough in the opposing third.
Yeah, it's difficult as well when you're trying to play it fast-paced, try and get a breakaway, and a little it's just like the little things where, you know, they get a little tiny knock on the ball and it takes it completely off target. It's difficult. But Bobby Firmino coming forward now with Aubameyang. Now Son going to play it down the wing to Traore. Traore's got the pace as a man forward, but you don't think he'd be able to make the pass. Goes to the low-driven cross, and after 2 attempts, Berkey will get both hands on the ball.
And so now, Fergie has been in most of the control of this game, and it's unfortunately been that NHMN hasn't really found any opportunities, hasn't really found many shots on goal. Only really examples have been those free kicks, and neither of them really turned into much of an opportunity. So Fergie holding on to this 1-0 lead at the half when we see those ugly flags again.
You really don't like them, do you?
I really don't like them. Especially when your team names Egg Fried Royce and you've got
That's a great
unrelated
name.
brown bear.
It is a great name.
Unrelated brown bear to it, though.
Egg fried brown bear Royce.
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Brown bear and egg fried Royce.
Oh, yeah, let's go
Have
for
you
it.
never tried brown bear? Really nice.
I know some people have actually talked about trying bear. It's like a really fatty meat.
Really?
Yeah.
Never tried it. Never even heard about having it. So.
You pretty much have to boil it. There's that much fat.
Oh, really? Blimey.
Yeah.
Our producer has tried beaver. For anybody that's interested. Very interesting.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
NSFW, please. Safe for work, please. SFW, please. Keep it safe. Sir.
Turning it back around, though, Fergie's on the ball, pushing up. And Fergie has been the better of the two this time around, had almost full control throughout. And it's been really hard to stop Fergie.
It has. I don't know, he's just... It's not even that he's, playing it really, really fast or anything like that. I just don't know what it is. I can't really tell that he's playing anything, special. It's just that his passes are just a little bit cleaner, I guess.
Yeah, it has been very much so much more hopeful balls as you see from NHMN, and it worked very early on because it was a surprise to see somebody playing so aggressive that early on. You saw 2 goals come from it in that first game very quickly, but now it's been adapted to, and they're being closed down so fast that these counterattacks just aren't working the way they used to, and you see it right there exemplified.
Definitely, I agree. It's hard to play those passes where, you're down a goal. You haven't really got too much time left. You've
down
got
4-2 in the series, trying to be the super sub for your team.
Yeah, it's not good. 4-3. 4-3 down in
4-3.
4-2 on the actual
on
series.
On the series in total.
I apologise. Yeah. And you're trying to clutch it up for your team, But the thing is, you've just got to concentrate. Be like, I do my part. I do my part. That's all I've got to worry about. But offside there for Adama Traore.
Very close though. A couple of key opportunities turned away, and Traore back to Fernandinho. Aubameyang forwards, trying to get men forward, but once again stopped by Hernandez, who has been a rock for this defensive unit.
Fernandinho again, though. He's been very, very good, very clean.
Traore down the wing. Fernandinho trying to find a man in the center, but again trying to pass it through the center of 2 defenders. These balls are far too hopeful. And it does end up getting turned away.
Yeah. So Fergie's actually playing 4 up front. So he's playing 4-2-4. Formation, which is interesting. So he's got a left wing, right wing, 2 strikers, 2 centre mids, and then left back, right back, 2 centre backs, goalkeeper. It's a very common counter-attack formation, so they look to play that when they're counter-attacking. Merriam is actually also playing 4-2-4, I think. I'm not 100%, but it looks like potentially. Oh, actually, no, it might be 4-1-3-2. Either way, they both look like they're piling men forward.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. And I believe you're right. 4-1-3-2 does look about what we are seeing.
So good. It's a fairly decent formation.
It's got men open at the front though. It means you've got those 2 men who are consistently trying to make the runs. There's a long shot made again from Fergie.
Force a save from the keeper. It's exactly what you want to do in that position. It'd be nice to score it, obviously, but he forces the goalkeeper to make a save.
This time for Zaha. I'll see if Osimhen can make a difference. Last time was able to pick up a goal in the dying moments of the game.
Let's see if NHMN can pick up a dying Ember goal. You know, take it to golden goal maybe.
Right through the defense, cuts
Fergie.
through them.
Oh, he's giving it away.
Can't get the shot
you
off on the
cannot
first
afford
touch.
to give it away in those kind of positions.
Or like
at all.
that.
Exactly. Fergie coming forward again. NHMN last-ditch defending is not looking good right now. 20 minutes to go on the clock. Not much added time. Probably only 2 minutes as well so far. Roberto Firmino plays pass through to Gilmanson. Goes to cut inside. Back heel. You don't need to go for the back heel there. You could have just cut inside. Continue going down the wing. Just take a shot.
But now he's alone.
Osimhen,
Look
at this. Going to shoot. Blocked. Really resilient from Joe Gomez to get back there. What is Fabinho doing? He's allowed NHMN to get the ball there. Interesting, and that's going to be a foul in a dangerous area. Going to go for the early pass. Interesting. Pepe now
gets an opportunity.
Goes for it. Oh, buried it. Top hand corner from Pepe.
And with very little time remaining, that might have sealed it for Fergie. And at 4-2 up, that would seal the entire thing. As we're watching George dab in my face.
This guy's dabbing too, actually. I'll have you know.
Well, yeah, but like, that's virtual. I'm watching you do it in real life, and it's painful.
It's even better, right? I can floss if you want, if that's even better.
Oh, God.
Yes? No? Yes?
Please
no?
don't. Please
No?
don't do
Okay.
it.
All right. You know, just because you're my guest. You're my guest at the moment. I will fulfill your wish, and I will not floss.
I don't feel very guest.
You don't feel very guesty right
Yeah.
now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a good enough host. That's my problem. But but Fergie looking very, very good in this second half. NHMN hasn't really had a chance to
Still needs 2 goals to
build
tie
an
this one up.
attack or anything like that. And Fergie's got so
this might
much
be the
possession.
start.
Here you
Can
go,
you get
header.
it?
There
That's
we
one.
go.
That
There's
is
back.
one. We need a second from NHMN
We do.
very quickly. Only 10 minutes left in the game, if you include stoppage time, roughly 10 minutes. That is all we have left for NHMN to score a goal to tie it.
Got the players
Can't
to do so.
concede. You can't concede any more to Fergie. One more and the game is done.
Here comes Brasilian though, and the goalkeeper comes out well played. Should look for the pass a little bit earlier maybe.
Just with the one up front
unfortunate.
right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately unable to respond because Son just out of position.
When you score a goal, your defenders, they drop back quite deep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed so far, but when you initially score it, as soon as they come back, even if you've got like them on high press and stuff like that, they'll go and sit back for a good 5 minutes. It's quite annoying. I don't know whether that's to stop like kickoff goals. So apparently there's a higher chance of scoring a goal from kickoff, like directly from kickoff, than you are from scoring from open play.
Oh wow, that's actually really rough.
I mean, it's not actually in the game files that it's true,
Yeah.
but it happens an awful lot. So the defenders drop back. EA put the defenders to drop back there to try and
Right.
sway that from happening. But again, good defender for Joe Gomez, but gives it away to Lacazette. 2 minutes remaining. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, please don't do it.
Still with just 1 minute remaining. This has to be the
corner.
last attack here from NHMN.
Here we go.
If you can't find anything here, this is likely going to be it.
It's going to be a throw. Traore gives it to Firmino. You need to get it away from the halfway line. I thought the referee's going to blow his whistle. Humanson, no! He blows his whistle. That is going to be all she wrote. Fergie's going to be happy enough to take that one. Zidane shaking hands with Jurgen Klopp. And there you go. Fergie will be taking that point for the Guardians. We will have the final scores from around the grounds coming up very shortly.
Even without knowledge of the other results, that is 5-2 overall, so that would have been it regardless. But we'll have to see how the other results did end up going. But
yeah, I mean, you know, morale boost, get a win for morale boost, stuff like that.
Exactly.
But they will be coming right up. What did you think of that game? Anyway,
it was a lot slower paced of a set of 2 games. Even though the first one was, I believe, 3-3 at the end of it, it was still much slower, much calmer. And even though we saw a very counter-attacking style, it wasn't quite as aggressive as before.
Oh, there we go.
7-2.
And ever since the 4th fixture, the Guardians went on an absolute roll. Davitron picking up a win 4-6. Lunatic losing 7-1 to Bass, and Fergie obviously winning 5-4 against NHMN. And that is going to be 7-2 to the Tyne Guardians. The Spartans, unfortunate. Commiserations but the Tyneside Guardians, they have got themselves a point.
But this puts the Guardians at 3-0, which is currently tied with the Claymores. So that looks to be an interesting matchup, which I believe is next week.
Interesting.
So I hope we get a chance to see that one on stream. That would be
very
exciting.
Hopefully you tune in.
That would be the group decider.
Hopefully you tune in, mate. It will be very, very interesting indeed. I think this has been your first, FIFA commentary kind of thing ever. You've done a really good job.
Thank you.
Good stuff, mate. Like, did you enjoy it?
It's been fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's very different to other esports titles.
Yeah. That first series though was incredible. So
one of the best.
My opinion's going to be very swayed when I've got to cast one of the best series we've had here at Arena Clash.
Very true. But thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back again next week for FIFA 20 Arena Clash. Again, my name has been George DNC, joined by my guest today, Sin. He has been absolutely fabulous. You have been fabulous. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you all next week.